Hello and welcome to the Metalheads Podcast. My name is George.
This is Jay.
This is John.
This is Matt.
This is Marcus.
And we are joined today by Rae Amitay of Immortal Bird, and I should probably mention Thrawsunblat.
Hello.
How are you doing, Rae?
Good.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So, you are getting ready to release the second Immortal Bird album, Thrive on Neglect, on July 5th. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What can people expect from the new album? How is it different or the same than the previous album?
And actually, before you answer, full disclosure, we've all heard it.
Oh, cool.
By way of a promo, not a illegal download.
I was like, exciting. What Russian torrenting website did you use? How is it the same? How is it different? Well, it's the same in terms of half of the personnel, but half of the personnel changed. Different drummer, different guitarist now, so that also meant a different co-writer for me.
Mm-hmm.
But that went really well. Writing with Nate was an extremely good experience. In a lot of ways, it was a lot easier than writing with Evan. Not that writing with Evan was bad or particularly an arduous thing, but it was just faster with Nate. There's just a facility of communication there that didn't used to be present. So I dug
better communication, or do you just live closer to each other? Or
better communication. It's the sound, I think, is a progression from, what we sounded like before. I don't think that it sounds not like us or it's a huge departure from what people would expect. But since we only have 3 releases out, 2, I guess, 3 with this one, there's not like a whole lot to draw from. There's not like a huge frame of reference. So I don't feel like confined by our back catalog because it's so small. So long story short, I feel like it's definitely similar, but hopefully better, maybe a little bit more complex without being convoluted. And I think we all just have a better idea of who we are as a band because we've all been together for a few years now.
I have to say the opening groove on the very first song, right away you're like, okay, I'm gonna have a good time with this. Mm-hmm. It comes in like gangbusters,
mm-hmm.
man.
Yay, I'm glad you feel that way. It's always hard when you're trying to choose the track order, but that one just seemed like a natural opener, and we all agreed pretty quickly on it. The rest we had to talk about at length, but we were all pretty clear on the opener.
So, how did you hook up with Matt and Nate?
They're just Chicago metal dudes who had good reputations for being solid humans and excellent players, and I didn't really know either of them very well. Before I asked them to play with us. We actually auditioned 2 other guitarist prospects before we found Nate. It didn't pan out with them, but initially we weren't really sure if it was going to work with Nate either. He was a really good player, but just day one jitters were sort of we weren't sure what we wanted out of it. He was aware that we had tried out 2 other guitarists, so I think he felt a little okay, and I totally get that. So it wasn't love at first sight, but I loved his playing right away, and I was determined to have him not feel so bad that he didn't want to play with us. So it did work out. He's awesome. This has been really cool being able to write with him and have a whole album that we made together. Matt, I just sent him a Facebook message and I was like, I heard you were doing a tour with Wolfhammer. That means you're at least touring. that seems cool. And you live in Chicago and you practice at the same space that Immortal Bird was practicing at the time. So do you want to jam? And so the first time that he jammed with us was the first time I got an actual visual confirmation on who he was. I wasn't 1,000,000% sure if I'd met him or not. But yeah, it was cool. It was really, really lucky that they ended up being the people that they are.
So the new album, it's the first that you have with $20 Spin. How did the band come to sign with the company, and what's it been like to work with them, Rae?
It's been awesome so far. Basically, I had a longer list of labels at the beginning of the whole process, back in 2015, that I might want to work with. And as I learned more about each label and the people involved, that list got really short. And $20 Spin was at the top, though, because Dave has a sterling reputation as just being an excellent dude and really good at what he does and his roster speaks for itself. I've been looking at $20 for years. This is This is a really good label. I like and trust pretty much everything coming out on here. There have been exceptions, Dave, but like mostly I think everything is amazing. So yeah, I hit him up and he got back to us and was super encouraging, but said that, he didn't think there was really going to be time for him to handle it in 2018 because that was my initial goal. But I soon realized that 2019 was going to be like the only doable timeline for us. So I decided that we should record demos because I really, really wanted to sign with $20. So we recorded demos. I sent them to him, and I guess it worked because he got back to us and he was like, I can do it in 2019. Like, this will be cool. Like, welcome to the team. He didn't say any of those things the way that I said them, but that's to the team at all. But it's been awesome. I mean, I guess we'll see as that relationship progresses, but so far it's been nothing but good stuff.
Awesome. Did you record the album in Colorado too? Did I read that?
Yeah, we recorded it with Dave Otero at Flatline Audio in Westminster, Colorado. It's close to Denver. It was really cool. It was winter and it snowed and like one of us went skiing and yeah.
Why do I know that name, Dave Otero?
He produced like The Chemist and
The Chemist.
He comes up on almost every episode.
Battles, Decapitations, Cephalic Carnage, Wake, On, Primitive Man, Vermin Wound.
Are you familiar with the Facebook page, The Back of Dave Otero's Head?
I am. I've tagged it. Yes. My friends in Allegiant tipped me off on that, and I think it's really funny. I knew about the back of Dave Otero's head before I was even really familiar with like the work of the man, Dave Otero.
Is it true? You just see a lot of the back of his head while he's working?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't face you while he's editing and like working on shit. So yeah, you see a lot of the back of his head, and it was a pleasant time. He has a dog, and yes, it was great.
Awesome. Who does the songwriting in the band?
It was actually a lot more collaborative than it was on the last two albums, but it's basically Nate and I write all of the riffs, and then there's open communication about like how to arrange and orchestrate said riffs. Matt and I talk a lot about the drum parts. We all are pretty drum minded though, not just the drummers of the band. So that's like pretty collaborative, but ultimately Matt always comes up with super cool shit.
So you don't tell him, hey, why don't you play it this way?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But he's super open to ideas. Sometimes I'll sit behind the kit and jam a little bit on stuff. Yeah, like that weird kind of breakdowny part in Anger Breeds Contempt with like, I don't know the timestamp, but like I came up with the drums for that in a jam and it ended up sticking in there. Other stuff, it's like totally him. So yeah, I mean, essentially everyone's responsible for their own parts, but Nate and I write the riffs and the songs.
Now, how did you end up coming out from behind the kit and fronting the band?
I had a little bit of experience fronting bands like in college and stuff, but never anything that was mine. And I really enjoy drumming. I mean, drumming is the absolute love of my life, but metal drumming is not. So, I don't know. I would rather just work on my overall musicianship in the time that it would take me to become like this shredder, very physical, like blast beating person. And who knows if I could even really achieve anything of note with that kind of extreme playing. But I really do like the extreme speeds and like the cool endurance stuff and the like just all the crazy shit that Matt can do. And when I was writing music for Immortal Bird, after the first EP, which I did play on, I decided like I didn't want my own abilities to limit the band. I just wanted to make the music that I wanted to make and then see who could play it. And so it was pretty easy for me to just be like, nah, I'm just gonna do the vocals for this now.
Just to show you that we're a full service podcast, I went and chased down your timestamp there. And I think it's at about 1 minute and 30 seconds if it's the part where it slows down a little bit.
Oh, well, good. Right.
The kind of mashi part, right? Where it kind of gets real serious and circle pity.
Maybe. I mean, sure.
Way to go, Jay.
Yeah, let's just say yeah.
Thanks for that detail, Jay.
Yeah, real-time stuff.
So Ray, you write all the lyrics for Immortal Bird. I'm a writer, and I have all these notebooks lying around to jot down ideas and pieces of dialogue. So I was wondering, when you think of something, ideas come to you. How do you record them, and then how do you go about like building off of those ideas later?
I mean, it's pretty typical. I have like a notes app and I like write little notes if I'm on the train or like sitting in my house or whatever. So yeah, I write down lots of ideas in my phone or my computer or just analog. I have notebooks and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot like that. Sometimes I'll come up with a concept and really commit to it. So like I'll know something is going to be a song title and then I'll take it from there, or like I'll build the whole song around a line that I came up with. But like I decided on the name Thrive on Neglect 3 years ago, and everything else was a lot more recent. But like I knew for a really long time that was going to be the name of the album, and that probably informed the work. But like it didn't like inform the music probably as much as just the lyrical content.
So where did you come up with the name Thrive on Neglect?
I wish I had like a deep story for you, because it definitely has deep personal meaning for me, and I feel like it's pretty open-ended. However, I discovered it because I was in a gardening store and it was on a little cactus. It said, "I thrive on neglect."
That's actually a funny story.
Did you buy the cactus?
I actually didn't, because I wanted it to thrive on neglect.
Well, I'm curious. While we're here and figuring out the origins of things, I really do wonder where the name Immortal Bird came from, and if it's a reference to anything specific in your mind, or is it just like a cool fucking name?
It's probably not an albatross, given the way they get killed.
True. Well, my friend, this question has been answered so many times in so many interviews, and I answer it differently a lot now because I'm just over it. So
just make shit up.
Yeah, make shit up. I don't care.
Well, now
we can move on. That's fine.
No, I have to decide, like, do I just tell you the truth, like the concise truth, or do I like spin a yarn?
We're good with either.
Well, okay. It's definitely not after the Keats poem, but no shade to Keats. It's just not about that. Thou wast not born for death, immortal bird. That poem. It's not that. Well, I'll just give you the truth. You deserve it. You're nice people. It's named after the current 93 song, Immortal Bird. That's it.
Oh, current 93. Sure.
Oh, I know them. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I was going to say, Ray, I live in Chicago too, and I go to a lot of shows because we have so many great venues for metal. But I was wondering what you thought of the metal scene in Chicago right now in terms of the profile and visibility of metal in our city, but also as a place where bands can come up.
At first, I thought you were going to call me out for not going to a lot of shows. I thought you were going to be like, I've been to a lot of shows, and I've never seen you in the fucking pit. I was going to be like, oh my God.
I haven't. So you know.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get me to go out, and I don't mean that like it takes a lot to impress me. I just mean I'm like a stereotypical, like, nerdy, shy, socially awkward metal person who doesn't want to fucking go outside ever. But let's see, what do I think of the scene? Well, when I was like a bright-eyed 21-year-old and I moved here, I was very excited because I didn't know about any of like the toxic inner workings behind the curtain type like band situations going on with like Noctimistium is the big example. I was just like, oh, Noctimistium is from here. That's cool. I saw them like open for Cradle of Filth. Like, neat. And like Indian, who are still fucking dope and our friends, they were big then, and like Lord Mantis too. And I was in a band called Mares of Thrace that was pretty cool. That was from not from Chicago, but they had relocated to Chicago. And I was pretty impressed with the Chicago metal scene back then and thought it was like really booming. I think maybe it was back then. More people were talking about it. Now there are definitely still a lot of really good bands coming up. I don't know, but it seems like the same bands that have been like pretty big and awesome for a while. Like Oozing Wound is still awesome, but they were great back when we started. Like same with Russian Circles and Pelican and stuff like that. Like there's definitely a lot of good bands. Like for sure. I think it's a good scene. I don't think it has quite the buzz that like Denver does right now or Portland does sometimes or Philly does sometimes, but It could. I think it happens in waves, and I think it's definitely still like a city that is a player in the overall scene, but I also like super don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because like I'm not really like from here, and I can't really gauge how much like geography and like socioeconomic like geography affects a sound yet, because like I haven't been here that long, but I'm starting to understand.
That's right. You're from our neck of the woods, aren't you? Northern Virginia.
Yes, indeed. I'm from Fairfax, Virginia. It is a fiendish hellscape of which I hope to never return.
You know, I think that's what it says on their Chamber of Commerce page too.
Yeah. You know, it's honestly nothing against Fairfax itself per se, but like I think a lot of people just don't want to go back to their hometown.
When did you move to Chicago?
In 2012.
Yeah, that's pretty recent.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a long time now, but I don't really have a place that I would rather go at the moment.
I said that too, and now I'm going to Hawaii.
Dude, well, you know what? You get that call, you pick up the phone.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that my mind even allows me to accept Hawaii as a real place, like, that exists. You know, like, that's not an option for me.
Oh, I haven't accepted it either. It's like a fantasy.
It's gonna make podcasting really fun.
What'd you say, Ray?
I said, oh, well, I'll accept it for you.
Oh, thank you.
I was bluffing. I'll just...
I think she means she'll accept the position for you. Have you been there, Ray? Have you been to Hawaii?
No, never. I went on a few Caribbean vacations as a kid, which I obviously did not appreciate at the time, but can recognize the beauty now. But we never went to Hawaii, and I've always wanted to go.
You said that you don't really go to shows, but what do you do in Chicago for fun? What kind of Chicago food do you like? What do you do here?
Oh, I mean, okay, like I do go to some shows, and sometimes I go to a lot of them, like especially right when we get back from tour, I'll usually go the like 2 or 3 in a week just because I don't want to be at home anymore. But going to shows is okay. I work a lot on music by myself in my house. I'm vegan. Chicago has a really good vegan food scene, if you will, so it's pretty easy to find good food at all hours of the day, pretty much. What do I do? I'm like, I do stuff, right? Like, I like to paint and like draw and do that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm like crafty, but I'm not an artist, but I do enjoy a good craft night.
Speaking of art, who did the album artwork?
Kiki's 1313. She's a Mexican visual artist. She's amazing. She has quite a following. She doesn't like need our plug or anything, but of course I just like support her completely. She's been nothing but insanely kind and supportive and humble this entire time we've worked with her. I really don't see us ever using anyone else for our covers, and I think we'll probably commission something like in particular from her, like specifically for us. I've used her pre-existing stuff in the past just because it's resonated with me so strongly. I haven't really felt a need to tailor it more, but I can't even imagine what she would come up with if we like actually explained an album concept and like had her do that. So yeah, she's absolutely amazing.
So you don't know what's going on in this album cover?
I mean, I do know what's going on, but I also think it's like very open to interpretation. So when you look at it, it means what it means whatever you think it means. That's like the really cool thing about art.
Is that the same little girl from the first album?
That's a good question.
No, I don't think that it is. Okay. She draws all different kids. And there's a different kid inside the album artwork too.
The album art is awesome, but I'm kind of disappointed you didn't take a picture of that cactus and use it as the cover.
That would have been like... I laugh because I see bands who are insanely popular and super successful, and their album art like fucking sucks. Like they made it on their phone, and like they probably did, and that's fine. It's about the content therein, but I'm like, man, I like stressed out and like thought about this for months, and like, oh my god, the layout.
Put a little thought into it.
Yeah, I tried.
I mean, old guys like us, that's how we decide whether to listen to an album or not. back in the 80s, that was like, does that have cool artwork? Okay, I'll listen to it.
Plus, if it had, and that's why you do have to be careful, because there had just been a picture of that cactus at Home Depot, or whatever. We all would have been like,
next
punk record.
Well, no, the cactus would have to be on there like somewhere in time. It'd have to be buried, kind of maybe.
Fair
behind
enough.
the
Okay.
kid.
Yeah. All right.
So you wouldn't know why it was there until you got in depth. So, hey, Ray, have you ever heard of this wiki fact or fiction thing they do online with musicians?
Oh no, I haven't.
They get a bunch of old musicians and they go through their wiki page and ask them stuff. I'm not asking because I want to go through your wiki page, but I did see something on Metal Encyclopedia I wanted to ask you about. Did you go to Berkeley?
Oh yeah.
You did? Okay, cool. And what did you go for, drums and percussion, or did you go for anything else?
I went for drums. I graduated with a degree in professional music, but I had an emphasis in like drum performance. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, were there other bands there that we might know, other musicians that at the same time that have kind of made it or come along? And I think of like, Dream Theater, all those guys ended up there at school and they ended up forming the band there. And there's been a boatload of musicians that have come out of there, but you don't hear sometimes too many bands that form there or that stick together afterwards. So I'm curious, was there anybody that you knew that kind of made it along with you, made in the metal scene?
There's lots of individual people that made it far beyond what I've experienced, who I went to school with, who are awesome. But I'm trying to think of bands of all Berkeley people. Oh yeah, dude, Bent Knee is a fucking amazing band.
I know.
It formed at Berkeley while I was there. I know Ben and Jess, and I feel like we were friends in college. We lost touch, but I fucking fully support what they do. They're such amazing players, and I'm so glad that they got to do that Dillinger farewell tour and all the other things that they've done. Like, yeah, that is a band that formed at Berkeley while I was there, of Berkeley kids who like fucking rule.
That's very cool. I'm sure there were so many people there for so many different types of music that it's kind of hard to comprehend the amount of musicianship when you're there.
Oh yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. I mean, there are some kids there who are like fine and who are like, we're the greatest musicians in the world, and I'm like, no, like there's a lot of privilege that goes into going to Berkeley, dude. Like, we're definitely not the best in the world. Like, some of us are, but most of us aren't. So everyone needs to just chill. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I was blown away by the level of talent that I was around every day. And I met some of the most amazing people. It's a cool school. I mean, it gets shit on a lot for being pretentious and douchey and like too expensive, and all of those things are true. But like, I also got to see Paul Simon sing "The Only Living Boy in New York," so like,
that's cool.
That was cool. Like, they take care of the students. They provide you with a lot of excellent opportunities.
No, that's awesome.
But I still don't answer the phone when they call trying to ask for
None of us do.
Like, thanks for
charitable contribution.
It's never gonna fucking happen.
I read that you work as a music teacher. I was wondering what your favorite part about teaching music is.
Oh my god, all of it. So I don't know, just being able to be like a positive musical impact on a kid is so huge. And it doesn't even mean that you're like the one that takes them to the next level with their playing, but it's like you show them a band they end up liking. Like, I name dropped the Jesus Lizard the other day, and now we have a student, he's like 10, and he's obsessed with the Jesus Lizard now. Like, that means a lot to me. And I feel like if I had found that band at his age, I would have been able to hone my music taste a little bit earlier, and I would have felt a little more at home in what I was listening to, you know? So that, but also just like seeing them enjoy music, seeing them understand music, watching them improve, and seeing that you had any kind of part in it is really, really rewarding. I also just feel like I'm a better musician now from having had to teach them stuff.
I've heard that before.
It rules. It's like the cheesiest, cutest, best job ever, and there's like really just nothing shitty that I can say about it.
That's great.
Well, so let's turn that around then. Who were some of your influences then growing up? I mean, we don't get too many single people on the, one person on the podcast that's a drummer, and me being a drummer like decades ago
in a past life.
Yeah, many past lives. I'm curious, who your influences were, because I mean, I have George. I always joke with George about the drummers that I like, and he just rolls his eyes. Like,
If you
"Oh,
don't say
God."
Neil Peart, he's gonna frickin' cry.
Well, that's a given. I don't have to go there. No, but I'm curious who some of your influences might have been.
So Neil is a given, and like Rush is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Win.
Yeah, I directed our School of Rock Presents Rush show last season, and it fucking slayed. And it was great. Yeah, we did like Subdivisions and Limelight and Tom.
What a perfect song for school, Subdivisions. That's great that you guys did that.
Yeah.
Oh, ironic.
Absolutely, it was awesome. But anyway, so yes, I love him. In terms of like metal people,
anyone.
Anybody. Yeah.
I'll tell you why I'm curious. Not to cut you off. I'm sorry. You'd mentioned that you didn't know if you wanted to continue in Immortal Bird playing metal drumming. You weren't as enthusiastic. So I'm definitely more interested in hearing who any of your influences were.
Okay, well, perfect. So, one of my favorite drummers of all time is Vinnie Colaiuta. I really like Steve Gadd. I love Steve Smith. All the Steves.
Wow, a Steve Smith drop. Awesome.
Steve Smith is incredible. He's so nice, too. I met him and told him I was really nervous, and he very quietly said, "Oh, don't be nervous. I'm just Steve." And it was really cute. Who else? Gavin Harrison from Porcupine Tree, and he also plays with King Crimson.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Gavin more than a few times live, so I know all about him, yeah.
I love him. In terms of career trajectory and overall playing, Josh Freese is one of my heroes. Because he's played with like a Perfect Circle, Nine Inch Nails, fucking Paramore. I'm pretty sure he played with Sheryl Crow. He's just like all over the place, and I love him so much. Devo also, yeah, he plays with fucking Devo. So
was he in the Vandals? Was Josh Freese in the Vandals?
Yeah, totally.
Was he in Guns N' Roses for a while?
Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me, but
that sounds like the middle years, like the we're not gonna put out an album years.
The Chinese democracy years.
Yeah.
Oh, I also always forget his name, and I don't know like why that is, but the drummer for Russian Circles is a fucking god, and I absolutely love his style and all of his fills and just his whole way of playing. He's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, gosh, who else?
Yeah, and it's so funny because all of mine, I mean, outside of Neil, I have completely different influences, and it's like guitar players. Jay, I'm sure you could attest this. You have all your favorites and you talk to someone about it and you're not even anywhere on the same page.
Wait, who are some of your favorites?
So I'm a huge Virgil Donati fan.
Wait, I like Virgil a lot too, but it's complicated because I know so much about him as a person, and I'm like, he's so weird. But I do have a couple of his books.
He's hard to keep up with when you watch him.
He's fantastic. He's a little like above my pay grade though. Like I enjoy watching him like I would enjoy watching anything that I have no clue about,
Exactly. I'm a huge Derek Sherinian fan who is a Berkeley alum. And so I'm big on all that fusion, kind of metalish fusion stuff they do. So that's how I got into Virgil Donati. I'm by far the oldest person here, so I remember I'm a huge Tony Thompson fan. So
you're a prog nerd.
Okay. No, okay, you guys weren't listening to Let's Dance when it came out when Bowie released that, but Tony Thompson was the drummer on that, who ended up then being he's from, I think, is it Chick Corea or something? Not Chick Corea, I can't remember the band he was in before that, but so I'm into a lot of stuff like that. So
that was a great band too. You know who played guitar in that band? And of course, you know, John.
Which one?
Let's Dance.
Well, Carlos Alomar and Steve Ray Vaughan. Of course.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking at the Josh Freese Wikipedia discography, and it's not even worth saying it because it's so many things here that it's just overwhelming. Overwhelming.
He's my fucking idol. I want his exact life.
There's probably about 70 entries here. I'm just going to read you some key ones: Suicidal Tendencies, Infectious Grooves, Bruce Springsteen, Devo, Juliana Hatfield, Paul Westerberg. It just goes on and on and on and on. This is insane. So Devo, as mentioned, and A Perfect Circle, of course. Jesus, this is insane.
So
Yeah,
Jay,
thank
my
you.
one last influence. I'm sorry, is kind of like this guy is. I'm a big Hannes Grossman fan who apparently plays with everybody.
I love him too. I really like him.
Yeah.
I like Jamie St. Murat a little bit better, but I love Hannes Grossman's YouTube videos because he's
Yeah.
always like, "Hello, my name is Hannes Grossman." He's
Yeah.
so
And apparently he plays for Triptychon, and that's when John decides that he has to sit in the back of the venue and not watch him when everyone else is like literally 10 feet
You're
from
never
him.
going to let that go.
So good.
cool. I
No.
think I've seen him play with Obscura. I don't know if I've seen him play with anybody else, but probably because he's all over the place.
Yeah, awesome. I'm glad I got to ask that. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I love everyone who's better than me, so that leaves a lot of room.
So that means I like every drummer on planet Earth.
Same, except for like, well, I cannot throw shade to that degree. So, no, everyone's better. Everyone.
I've been recently listening to some Thomas Lang stuff, and my mind just freezes when I listen to him play. He's unreal.
Oh yeah, he totally is. My drum teacher showed him to me a little too early, and it like broke me for a second.
Yeah, yeah. He's on the new Arch Matheos album, and it's too much. He's so good.
I
So-
love that Arch Matheos shit that they put out like a long time ago. Like their first thing, it had two words also, like sympathetic
Resonance, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking lit, but I have not checked out the new stuff, but I'll bet I would love it.
It's really
It's just
good.
a logical. Yeah,
It's
it's just that you'll recognize it. Let's put it that way. They didn't trample any new ground. It's a little heavier than the last one, I think.
Hmm.
Awesome.
Where's your Thrawsunblat questions, George?
Oh, they're coming. Believe me, they're down the road. I'm trying to compartmentalize everything.
And Marcus, that's the build up, the big crescendo to the end, the grand finale.
Well, I was because of what John asked. I was moving down my list here because there was something that was a little more relevant, and I wanted to know how did you start playing? What did you start playing? What got you into playing?
Well, I was a pretty good figure skater. Not good enough to like pay my parents' bills with it, but good enough that it like really complicated my life. And I was waking up at 4:00 in the morning and like training very seriously, and like it was a thing. But it got to a point where it was like you need to either continue getting better extremely quickly, or you need to fucking stop because this is really expensive and time consuming, and you're 14 and like, what are we gonna do here? So I quit kind of begrudgingly. I was super depressed. I'd already been listening to metal while I was a figure skater, but my tastes got a little darker because I was upset. And like, I wasn't playing drums yet, but there was this cool kid I went to high school with in my math class who did play drums. And he was talking about how, yeah, he took drum lessons at the place like around the corner from the school and like whatever. And I don't know, he was cool. He had amazing music taste for our age. And I was like, drums seem cool, and my mom was always like, you'd be a great drummer, because I'd like hit stuff in rhythm, I guess, when I was a little kid. I don't know. So
Like what kind of stuff? People?
no, I think just like cushions and like my own legs, but maybe others. So I was like, Mom, I want to play drums, and she's like, no, they're loud and you don't even know if that's what you want to do. So I was like, please. Eventually she decided to let me take a trial lesson, and it was like the fucking best thing that ever happened to me. And I was just fully hooked after one lesson, and just like my teacher ruled, and I like immediately connected with it so hard. I was like, this is it. Like, this is my whole shit now.
Yeah,
So-
there's a funny parallel here because George had to make a very similar decision about figure skating at a young age.
Every man I talked to has been through the exact same thing.
I have skated. No, I can't even say skated. I have put on skates once. It did not end well.
Yeah, no, it really does.
Yeah, I broke my arm in a lesson.
I broke my spirit over many.
Well, yeah, which probably hurts a little more than the arm, I admit.
I'm all right now.
Yeah, you look fine.
What song or artist has had a major impact on your life, and why?
A song or artist
Or
A
album, you know, essentially. Well, yeah, just
A musical Big Bang, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm just picking one, but I'm not picking like the one.
Yes.
Well, the song "Wonderful Slippery Thing" by Guthrie Govan like fucked my whole shit up when I was, I guess, a freshman or a sophomore in high school, because before that, I'd only been playing drums for a little while, and I was playing a lot of pop and a lot of like metal type rock stuff, but I hadn't really listened to much funk fusion, if any at all, really consciously. And that song and the drumming on it in particular, like Guthrie obviously is like a shit hot, incredible fusion guitarist, but it was the drumming on that song. I was just like, music can be like this. Like I was just a little mind blown, and I decided like I wanted to learn how to play that stuff. So that just segued into like Weather Report and Tower of Power and just like Earth, Wind and Fire and like Herbie Hancock and just like a whole bunch of other shit. So that was super impactful. Just hearing that song, I was like, what? Like better late than never, I guess.
Interesting. So when you got into metal, where did you start? You know,
it was
what bands initially drew your attention and made you decide you wanted to hear more?
It was kind of like a little of this, a little of that, but nothing that would really shock you. So definitely like a healthy dose of like new metal that was going on at the time, like, but like a little proggier, so like Korn, Deftones, but also like Tool. I was super into Tool and A Perfect Circle. Who else? I really, really liked Rush and like King Crimson and Porcupine Tree and like proggy things. I started liking Opeth, but then I like kind of went too far and was listening to like Vader and like Behemoth and like kind of more brutal shit. So I was like, Opeth is stupid. Like I love Opeth except for when he sings clean. I like fucking hate that shit. Like bleh. So I kind of like turned away for a second, and like then I was like Lamb of God and Children of Bodom, and then I like came back a little bit, and I was like only post rock is real, and so like I don't know, I was all over the place. But yeah, I don't think I had like particularly like dope niche metal music taste. The internet was a thing. I was like downloading shit illegally and looking stuff up, but I like wasn't reading Decibel and I wasn't on message boards and like I wasn't super engaged in the metal community. I was just like a singular person with like a metal friend here and there, but there wasn't like a metal group in my high school really, or if there was, like they were very hidden from me. They didn't let themselves be known to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They're a metal crew? I don't fucking know. W.T. Woodson, class of 2009, was there?
Yeah, I have the same. I've always wondered about my school. Did they come down the hallway and they were like, "Oh, here he comes, man! Everybody, put your shit away." You know what I mean? Because I was the only guy. You know what I mean?
Jackets and like patch vests, and you guys were like, "What the fuck happened?"
Shit! Don't let him know we like this stuff. Otherwise, he's gonna want to talk to us.
Yeah, I had my folk metal nerd friends, my friends I would go to Summer Slaughter with. Like that was a thing. Summer Slaughter and Pagan Fest, like every year, man. Like gotta get them done.
How did you get involved with the Doom Eternal video game soundtrack?
Oh my gosh. Well, my drummer Matt is really, really into gaming, more specifically Doom. He loves it. So he was always showing us stuff from the Doom 2016 soundtrack that Mick did. And like, I love it. And like, we all love it. So we were playing it a ton on tour and I was listening to it just a lot. I liked it a lot. And then while we were recording with Dave, actually, that's when Mick put out his open call for vocalists. And, Matt told me about it. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, maybe I'll do it. And, or no, maybe he told me before we recorded, but I thought I had more time. But while we were recording, it turned out he shortened the deadline like a ton. So I was like, oh shit. So I was like, I guess I have to figure out if I want to do this or not. And I was really kind of apprehensive. I figured that he would get so many entries. He'd end up just picking like bigger names or maybe like culling it from a pool that got narrowed down for him. And like, that's no judgment. I just figured that's how it was going to be. Like Bethesda was going to handle it and then give Mick like 20 people to choose from or whatever. But that's like not the case. Like a few thousand people submitted shit and he listened to every single person's submission and he picked like the team that he ended up with. And I ended up being one of them. And it was crazy because when I showed up that day, like I knew a ton of people already. Like my friend Emma from Vault Dweller was there. My friend Sven from Aborted was there. Like it was it was nuts. Like, just people that I had known for a while were there. It was cool. But yeah, I just sent a clip of our performance at Migration Fest, actually. And then I got an email back like a couple weeks later being like, can you come to Austin or whatever? Like, yeah. So it was a huge honor. It was the coolest thing that I feel like I've ever done, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's really neat.
it's not the kind of thing a lot of people get to do.
Oh, I feel supremely lucky. Every single person there was fucking incredible, and I was just like honored, like truly. It was so cool.
And just by the way, that game's going to be insane.
Insane! It's gonna be like just based on the playthrough videos and stuff that I've seen, like the little like story teaser I saw. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be really sharp looking and just insane. So, that's awesome. That is a super awesome thing to be involved in.
Yeah, I'm incredibly excited. I like still kind of can't believe it happened. Very much a super cool thing.
It has, if that's who's making it, I assume it is. It's always been good about that. And they did, like, I don't know if you know that, probably you know, I'm guessing you do, because I saw you wearing a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt on your Facebook page. But they did the original soundtrack for the original Quake. 9 Inch Nails did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they always seem to get cool people involved. So somebody down there is a cool person. I mean, well, it sounds like somebody you worked with was cool, but...
Yeah. Oh, every single person that was like on the team for it, like helping Mick, was fucking amazing too. It was just like a really cool crew of people. Mick Gordon is a gem of a person. He's like not of this world. I mean, I get that he's from Australia, but I don't know, man. Like, he's just a super genius, but also has incredible social skills. And I'm like, what? You can't do both. Like, what are you doing? He's like a genius. He's a fucking musical genius, but also like led us all through the session like beautifully and was just super chill and had listened to everybody's individual projects. Like, what a dope ass dude. Like, anyone who's like on the fence about Doom for one reason or another, like, buy it for that guy. Like, he's
is it in Austin, or is it just that's where they did the recording stuff?
I mean, maybe are they in Austin? I
do think they're a Texas company, now that you mention it.
Yeah, I think they're in Texas, if not in Austin. So yeah, they had people on site and like there were people filming and shit. It was very cool.
They're in Dallas. They're from Dallas, Texas.
I know you had a few shows recently. Are there any plans to hit the road once the album comes out?
Yeah, we have like 3 or 4 shows lined up in July, just like a little mini whatever kind of around our album release show here in Chicago. And then we're going to see what happens. Yeah, there's some things cooking. We have some things we want to do. We definitely need to do a full U.S. tour. We want to go back to Europe in 2020, so that's like a thing. Yeah, we got some ideas.
Awesome.
You know, I mentioned it already. We were fortunate enough to have the promo. We get a lot of promos because of the podcast. What is the release date on the album?
July 5th.
July 5th. Thanks.
Yeah, and actually, I'm looking forward to the listening party at Bucket of Blood. I love that record store so much.
Me too. It is so cool. I love it, and I really love like the location too.
Oh yeah, because you're a vegan, but it's right near Kuma's, which is one of my favorite places.
My thing there is an Impossible Burger.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they did that. I've never tried that. Do you like it?
It's really good.
Okay.
It tastes a lot like meat. It's almost like weird. You really have to kind of think about it.
So, have you had the Beyond Burger yet?
Yeah, so I prefer the Beyond Burger for like everyday use. Also, Impossible Burgers still aren't commercially available, or like I can't go out and buy an Impossible Burger. They just get like sold
restaurants and stuff, yeah.
Restaurants and shit. So
yeah.
I would say the Beyond Burger edges out the Impossible for overall taste and enjoyability, but the Impossible Burger feels like more of an indulgence, and it's definitely the meatier option.
I could agree with you pretty much 100%. I like the Beyond better. I was at I went to a baseball game here yesterday, Oakland A's, and they're serving the Impossible Burger there too. And you can't find it in stores anymore. I guess like literally it's not, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I bought the Beyond in stores, and they even package them like hamburgers, which I'm sure you noticed if you bought them. Have you seen them, Marcus?
Yeah, totally. They're super cute. I haven't gotten the Beyond sausages yet. I just don't like how they
They're
look.
not good. You know what? They're not good.
Okay, well, I trust you on that. I didn't need much convincing. They look weird.
No,
I've
I'm a vegetarian, and so the fake meat stuff I'm pretty judgy about. They don't taste. They miss the mark. They don't taste like. I don't even know what it tasted like. It was some whole weird thing of its own that I did not like.
I haven't seen it in person. I've just seen videos where they have like beet blood or something, so it makes it look like it's got like blood.
I want
coming
that
out of it.
They
vegan
actually put
burger
'em in the meat
medium
department.
rare.
Yeah.
Like at Safeway, they put them in the meat departments, and they sit right next to the.
I'm not. I mean, I don't really like vegetables. I like meat, but I'm always down for trying something new. And there's a lot of really good vegan places in Chicago, and I will try it. I just have a hard time pulling the trigger on the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Burger because it's like a substitute for meat. Why do I want the substitute when I can have the real thing?
It might blow your mind.
Spoken
though.
like
It
the
might
guy
blow
who
your
writes
mind.
voracious.
Yeah, right on.
Like, go to Kuma's and get whatever burger you usually get with like all the usual shit, even if it's like bacon and like whatever the fuck. But just get an Impossible Burger instead of the normal one and like see how you feel.
I support
You know,
her in
here's
this
the problem,
suggestion. You
though.
might be surprised.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, Ray. Every time I go to Kuma's, I get the burger of the month because I've had all the other burgers.
No, but they can do it any style. They'll give you whatever style, unless the burger of the month is like emu or something like that. Is that what you're saying?
That's true.
I mean, all places do that. You learn that as a vegetarian that you go
Maybe
to,
I'll
you're
do
like,
that when I.
you're like, give me a Reuben. I want a Reuben, but with a garden burger. Which, by the way, is a good Reuben.
I could just
Awful, actually. But yeah, I really hope that we get a burger of the month at some point. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Kuma's. I know you follow us on Instagram. I know you know who we are.
Yeah, they should have done that a long time ago. That's
Maybe
ridiculous.
we'll get one. And honestly, it's okay if it's not vegan. It can be like a chicken one. I get it. We're a bird band, and I'm the only vegan. I just think it'd be nice. But yeah, I won't sweat it because I feel like it's gonna happen, and it's up there on my list of goals. But it's okay.
Well,
Ray,
you know
can
what?
I?
Oh,
Oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
Grant and Jenny from Bucket of Blood. That's a record store. I didn't mention that earlier, but it's like my favorite record store. They know those people over at Kuma, so we should try to lobby them.
Oh, I don't think we should bother them about it, but
Oh, I will.
I feel like it would just be a matter of us being like, could we please have a burger? And they'd be like, we'll see when we can fit it into the schedule. And then they would give us a burger at like their least popular location for like 4 days. And that would be great. And we would love that.
Awesome.
Ray, can I ask you quick about, and I ask as someone who's been removing certain types of meat from my diet, and definitely see myself as a vegetarian or a vegan someday. Can I ask what led you to, or led you down the path of becoming a vegan?
Honestly, like this is the there is a very, very specific story, and my bandmates know it, and my best friends know it, but no one else will ever know it. But there is a very specific reason why I went vegan, and I will leave it at that, and I will never, ever discuss it, honestly, ever.
Big cattle decapitation fan?
Right on.
I am a big cattle decap fan, actually.
Same.
They are fucking sick.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Will would like to join us now. His schedule has opened up. Let me dial him in real quick. Hey, Will.
Hey, Will.
Call me maybe.
There you are. Say hello to Ray.
Hello.
I'd like to see Will's sweet Viking shirts.
Yeah, that's a brimming horn.
Cool shirt.
Oh, brimming horn. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I think I might have one of those. Anyway. All right. So, yes, Ray, Will, Ray.
Hi.
Sorry he wasn't here earlier. Do you have any questions for her?
No, I'm just gonna lurk in the background like Matt and because
came here then.
no, we're going to Oklahoma tomorrow to see my mom. So we're just today was like a crazy day of packing and getting everything ready, making sure that the neighbors can water grass, water shrubs, feed fish, and I got them all drunk. So
That's so
what I do.
Like you do, Will.
So I'm the enabler.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just here to enjoy and lurk and just revel in Immortal Bird greatness. Thank you.
I got up because it's hot in my room, so I had to go get a fan. And this completely changed while I was gone. So I'm back here, and now Will's here, and now we see Ray. So it's like a
You're
whole
welcome.
podcast. Hey, Will, what's up?
Hey, buddy. I miss you guys.
Yeah.
We don't do this often.
I know.
Hey, got your party like it's 1739? Is that what it is? 793.
Yeah.
They're just having their festival, I think, in the next, or maybe
It was,
just
it was
had
like a week or two ago.
They just had it.
Yeah.
If we ever actually schedule a mid-year,
But it's saving lives.
What was that?
My fan is really loud, but it's helping. So I'm sorry.
No
So
worries.
yeah, there you go. So I inspired. Yeah, it's getting warm in my room too, though. It's a nice
What's happening?
71 degrees here.
I don't know what it is here. I don't like it. What is it? You know you're here.
It's hot. You know what I do is I'm in my office, so I crank the air conditioner all day to like at 50, and then turn it off, so it's still cold for like the 3 hours.
wait, yeah, you guys are both in Chicago land,
Yeah,
right?
we've talked about it. Yeah.
So why are you not like sitting in the same room?
We never met. She doesn't go to shows.
She
She's
doesn't
never in
know
the
that we're
pit
not
or anything.
psychopaths yet.
First of all, I don't go to shows, but second of all, I don't have AC, so like, why am I not there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
I will mute my mic and just listen.
I feel bad, we're having one of those perfect Bay Area
Oh,
weekends.
shut up with your goddamn California weather, Jay.
I went to the ball game yesterday. There was 72 degrees, blue skies, dude. It was like being dead. I would imagine, hopefully, some good kind of an afterlife.
It's been nice here, but it's supposed to get shitty
week's
this
gonna
week. Yeah.
Suck. I'll be happy if it was only 73 when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, speaking of other places, we have a listener from Canada, from Fredericton, New Brunswick specifically, who wanted us to ask you about the size of wasps in Ontario.
Size of wasps in Ontario?
That doesn't ring any bells.
I mean, they're fucking huge, but I don't know about it.
Joel asked me to ask you that.
God, the wasps are insane, but the fly population is also nothing to scoff at. And Joel tried to make me feel better while we were recording because I rolled over on one when I was sleeping and it was just crushed in my bed. And he was like, think of how genetically similar a fly is to a blueberry. And I was like, you're fucking ridiculous. You're like the best person. I can't believe that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's amazing. That's really funny. Good times. It was really hot there too.
Yeah.
It was a year. It was more than a year. 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh my god! But it was like 2 years ago, almost to the day-ish, because I left on July 4th. I was like, fuck you, America. So like, yeah, a couple weeks from now.
Nice.
I'm sure you guys covered this already, but Ray, did you do drums on Great Brunswick Forest?
Yeah.
We're
did
just
not
getting
cover that.
to that part of the story now.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
That was the lead
Consider the
question.
question asked. That was a
Alright.
good question.
It was a good lead-in.
Did you do it on Metathonia as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Those would be sort
I will
of
do this again.
extreme metal drumming there, wouldn't it?
That too, but I'm not like amazingly stoked on my performances on that album, although I do love that album and hooray, go listen to it. But like Metalheads is way better. And I've had a really good time with Great Brunswick Forest too. It's way better in terms of how I feel about my performance. Obviously, how people feel about the music is totally up to them. But
It was one of the greatest albums ever.
oh, well, thanks.
I mean,
He is the resident.
yeah, I'm a
That's a
Thrawsunblat
commonly-
fanatic.
There you go.
So, I mean, Joel's incredible. He's like a really good dude to stand also because he's just like a great human being. He's so humble. He's so intelligent. He's just such like a grounded, creative individual. Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to stay with Joel a couple days last year. I went up there to we did a campfire interview around the release of Great Brunswick Forest, and he just has like acoustic guitars sitting around the house, and you'll just be talking to him, all of a sudden he just picks it up and starts singing, and you're just like, God damn.
George got serenaded.
That was probably like the greatest musical like weekend ever.
Right.
Hey, Ray, did you ever see the movie Misery?
I know enough about it. It's like pretty embedded in the cultural lexicon.
The implication here being George would keep him.
Are you going to do this to Joel?
What?
It took me a minute to catch on there while he was asking the question.
No.
He wonders.
Perfectly safe. If anything, Joel is such like a mountain man of nature that he would be the one like trapped in the wilderness, like playing and winning the most dangerous game. Like, he's fine. He'll handle it.
He took me to the actual spot, the album cover. He's like, this is the spot right here. And he showed me, and I was like, oh, yeah. So cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But so did Joel do our theme song?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you about that because you apparently are a part of our theme song.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? I know he was
like, you're going to be here. Do you want to do this thing for the thing? And I was like, okay. And we did the thing.
And you're like, I don't know who these guys are, but whatever.
I was like, sure, sounds fun. Hooray.
Awesome.
I can't help but wonder if you're slowly regretting that choice.
Not
Well, I have to-
Immediately.
Well, I think
thank
it's
you
fair
for
that I
that.
can say. I think it's fair that I can say that I love the theme song because I was not a part of the show when the theme song came to be.
So now, Ray, you can go back and like, yeah, apparently I sang on a Viagra commercial or Cialis or whatever. It's a bunch of old dudes.
I'm not old.
Okay, all right. Minus you.
Collectively. If I may go way back, how did you get involved in the final incarnation of Woods of Ypres?
That's a good question, and one that doesn't get asked very often. And a lot of times, people will ascribe a lot more meaning to my time in that band than I feel I deserve, or that is warranted, or that is even appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wish like the whole world was listening. Let me make this really fucking clear, America and the world. David Gold was a person that gave me a cool opportunity. We did not know each other well at all prior to me getting that gig. He put out an open call for people to replace the Maddens in that band. And I was like a college student. I liked them enough. I liked Woods, but I wasn't like, oh my fucking God. But I was trying to, plan my next move. I wanted to tour and I liked the music. I thought I could handle it. So, I sent him an email. I was like, we have some mutual friends too. Like, I think this would be cool. Here's some video of me playing some shit. Ta-da. And he was like, can you send a video of yourself playing Natural Technologies? And I was like, yeah, I can. So I did. And he was like, you got it. And I was like, sick. So from then on, we were like talking more. We worked out some touring plans. I was never really put in touch with Joel. Not until actually David passed away, really. So he and I were talking a lot about who would play bass. He knew Brendan Hayter already. I think that one of Brendan's bands had played with Woods in Boston or like somewhere around Boston when Woods had come through. So they already knew each other. Brendan and I met up because we were both in Massachusetts. I was going to college. He was living there. He's a great dude. We jammed a little bit. It was fun. So yeah, we were just like, planning to go to Canada for rehearsals, and then we were going to fly to Europe and we were going to do some touring, play an earache showcase, shit like that. I was on winter break. I was home in Fairfax when, I found out that David passed away. I was the one that had to tell Brendan. I suppose I didn't have to, but I was the one who called him. From there on, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? I got in touch with Joel. I wanted to do some sort of a tribute thing. I heard that there was going to be maybe a show in Sault Ste. Marie where he was from. So Joel and I got together on that. We collaborated and put together a whole set. And then we met in Toronto to like go to the album listening thing and then go to Sault Ste. Marie for that. But yeah, so as far as the whole Woods involvement goes, it was pretty fucking limited.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people put a whole lot of credit on that, and like, it's not up to me to like police what everyone says, but I've seen so many interviews, so many things that are like, she used to play in Woods, and I'm like, that is technically true, but like, you would not believe how many people are like, what was it like touring with David? Like, are you okay? Like, all this shit. And I'm like, I appreciate that people like care at all, but it's just like, I don't really understand how the narrative got blown up to be so far away from what it actually was. Like, I care about Thrawsunblat and that involvement and that relationship so much more. It's so meaningful, and it's been part of my life for so many years now. From start to finish, I was involved with Woods for under a year. And it was really, painful to lose that opportunity, and obviously far more painful to lose David, but like, wasn't my band. I never got in a room with David Gold and played his music. It feels really fucking weird, and you'll never, ever see me push the Woods thing at all.
I think it just, my guess is that, and not that it's for me to guess, but when there's a death like that, it just gets mythologized so fast, and you had a variety of proximity, clearly, even if it was there was a distance there, in geography and all that. So you're probably stuck with that for a long time.
Yeah. Well, being a huge Woods and Thrawsunblat fan, I was aware of the limited involvement, but I was still curious as to how it came about, and then
it's weird. What is a college student in Boston doing, joining a Canadian doom metal? What is that?
And then how presumably that led to you playing with Joel and Thrawsunblat.
Right, which was like the best thing ever. But that was a really, really amazing thing to come out of it. That was almost like an accident. We didn't even talk about it until we were like on a short plane ride from Sault Ste. Marie, like to Ontario or whatever. Like, yeah, it was really cool. Not something that I expected to be able to do, and I'm grateful for it. It sucks that it's an opportunity that was born of something so shitty. And obviously, I'll always wonder like what it would have been like if like I had gone to Canada and rehearsed, and we had gone to Europe, and if that band had continued. Like, my cat is being really obnoxious. I'll always wonder that, but ultimately, a lot of other people suffered a lot more than I did with how everything went down. So I just try to be like pretty like hands off about the whole thing.
It's funny. I feel like Joel approaches that similarly. I feel like when we talk to Joel, I mean, not entirely so. I mean, I think he obviously had a little more time, but Joel was a little bit kind of hands off on his answer too, wasn't he? What'd you say, George?
In what sense? I mean,
just that his same thing. Like his immediate thing was like, I really wasn't with him for a long time, and because we talked to him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's interesting to me, and then especially that you two then ended up doing things together.
Well, I think it's just like, obviously Joel and Dave had way more of a relationship than I did with him, but ultimately, like, Joel has so much music in him and like so many more things that he's doing that I think he just doesn't want to be nailed down to this one thing.
Yeah, Joel is the Dave Grohl of Woods of Ypres, and I say that not in a mean way.
He's just, Thrawsunblat is still like an active, really important creative outlet for him. That's his project. It gets bogged down constantly with needless or poorly researched Woods of Ypres comparisons. Sometimes our work even gets ascribed to being like a David Gold tribute project. And it's not fair because it makes you resent the memory of someone that has no control over the narrative posthumously. And yet it's like, it's something that I don't feel as strongly about because it doesn't affect me as much in my day-to-day as I'm pursuing Immortal Bird. But it does affect Joel with Thrawsunblat, and it is something that follows him around to a degree that's far more just smothering than what I've experienced. And like, it's no disrespect to David or any of the things that he wrote or did or, anything like that. But it's just like, Adora Vivos is a concept that Joel came up with that's on Woods 5, and it's like love the living while they're still alive. And yeah, I strongly believe that too. You have to just keep moving. Not to be callous, but like every Thrawsunblat interview that I've seen Joel have to do is like Woods, and not about Joel's creative input. It's just all like Dave. And I think that it's just something that eventually people will have to just accept is part of the past in terms of our narrative. And if they want to talk about Dave, they need to reach out to other people who are still closely connected to him,
Mm-hmm.
That I got to believe that will change in time, though. I mean, I'm sure it will, especially because, I mean, people do talk about Thrawsunblat in a really, like even the Krang review on Menacthonia was just like, they were just like, this is ungodly. They were so kind to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've always been blown away by how kind and supportive most press and most people are in general toward Thrawsunblat. I think it's just such an earnest project. Like, and I think I can say that just because I don't write any of it. I'm just lucky enough to play drums on it. Like, it's just, if you don't like it, that's okay. But like, if you do, there's just so much there, and none of it is like pretentious or an act or a gimmick. It's just like this honest, talented, creative man, like channeling a lot of thoughts and just like singing and playing guitar and arranging things and like throwing tin whistles on things. And it's just like, it's just good shit. I don't know.
He's so...
better way to put that, but it's just like, it's good. And I think people just recognize that it's only existing like for people to listen to. It's not like to get awards or likes or attention or like whatever. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll bet that.
Yeah, whenever he'll like send me a song, or even just like when Great Brunswick Forest came out, and he'll be like, "So what'd you think of this song?" And I'll be like, "Oh, it's good." And he's like, "No, I mean like, how did it make you feel?" He wants to know like really deep stuff about how this stuff is experienced, and I always feel inadequate trying to answer him. I'm like, I'm not smart enough.
I think too. Yeah, I have such good questions, and he's so articulate, but he's also so humble. Like, you hit him with like a compliment that you really mean, but it's just, it's just like a short compliment, and he'll be like, "Thank you so much." Yeah. Like, that means like he's Canadians, man. Like,
I know. He Oak Ash and Thorn, his folk project, just released a new song the other day, and I bought it as soon as it came up. And like 10 minutes later, he's like emailing me, thanking me because I bought it. I'm like, come on, dude, it's just a fucking song.
He's an angel. He and I both do handwritten notes for every order. Like I do for Immortal Bird, he does them for Thrawsunblat. It's just so nice, and he gets way more orders than we do. So like, up to him. And since he's from Canada and he sells a lot of shit internationally, he gets like way more people like message. I can see the Facebook shit too. Like, whoo, people get really fucking upset when they don't get their shit like immediately. And he's just like so Canadian about the whole goddamn thing.
I can vouch for that because I've gotten a note from you, Rae, when I got a patch or a shirt or something.
Hey,
yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I have one too.
I've gotten a note. Come for me.
Was it? Wait. I think I got something on cat stationery.
Yep.
Yeah.
That wasn't cat stationery. That was stationery that I hand put cat stickers on.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Yes.
Yes.
John, you got that too, right?
Well, I got the stationery, but I didn't get the cat sticker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I got the cat
stickers on this sheet, but this is what people are getting right now.
So, yeah, if you remember, Will, I had to take a picture of what Rae sent me, and I had to put my cat in the picture and post it online.
Yes.
And then when I saw you, you guys played at, God, I can't remember. It was this real small place in Baltimore, and I came up to him and I said, "I'm the guy who didn't get the cat sticker." And he just looked at me like, "Who the hell are you?"
People don't get cat stickers, and I'm like, "Oh no," and I just panic.
You should just bring cat stickers to shows in case somebody didn't get one. Just stick it on them.
Always be prepared.
If we get like some extra room in our budget, I'm just gonna make joke stickers with just like a picture of my cat and like our logo somewhere on it. People have started approaching me and showing me pictures of their cats and stuff because like I'm pretty vocally obsessed with my cats on social media and whatever. But like on this last tour especially, people came up to me at almost every show and were like, "Can I show you my cats?" Or like, "Will you follow my cat on Instagram?" Or like, "How are your cats?" And it's way better than people being like, "Who's your boyfriend?" Or like, "What Instagram story?" Or like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I only want to talk about my cats, really.
Well, I got to tell you, it's pretty demoralizing. My sister has an Instagram cat account because they've got these crazy Norwegian cat and some other cats, and they get so much more traffic than this podcast. These fucking cats. Cats rule the internet.
Haven't you ever seen Cats on Tap? That Instagram thing, it's absolutely hilarious. It's pictures with cats with beers, and it's just like hundreds and hundreds of hits on every picture. It's crazy.
Yeah, my cats have an Instagram, but they don't really use it. I mean, I don't really use it, so they don't. But it exists.
I don't know. Maybe we need to start a Metalheads Podcast cat Instagram
there
thing.
you go. For that. As soon as
How many of us How many of us have cats? I mean, I have one.
Wait. Did you hear what she just said?
It was really good. Thank you for listening.
It was, yeah. Metalheads Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. We're
How
doing
did you guys not
that.
do that?
We are totally doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who does? I have a cat. Marcus, do you have a cat?
2 letters
Yeah.
at the end. I
Switch.
switched.
Yeah.
that's
Absolutely.
great.
It's,
I have
I've got
we
one.
do not have a cat, but we have several neighborhood cats that my children and I take care of quite frequently. So I can easily
Just
Pick-
grab one.
take pictures of cats.
you could join the party. All right. I mean, my cat wins for cuteness, by the way.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh boy.
I'll go get her.
There we go.
I'll go get her. This is where this is
No,
going.
All right,
geez.
I'll get mine. I got a full-blooded Siberian.
Bring out your cats.
Let's have a cat off.
That's it. That's right.
Let's do the catwalk.
Not
Are we really doing that?
on the catwalk. Oh dear. Not
Yeah,
that
this is
anybody
where-
can see them or anything, but
Yeah, like my cats are beautiful. They're way more beautiful than whatever cat this dude.
Oh, Jay's actually running it. Let's see.
oh, like that. Siamese.
That's pretty. It's not as pretty. I'm getting my cat. Hold on.
It's like what? Jesus.
That's a really pretty cat.
I'm gonna go outside and find a cat.
Yeah, I think our neighbor's cat's always hanging out in our front yard. I'll go get it.
Yeah,
Let me tell you right now.
be back here in 5 minutes. Go back.
Excuse me.
That's Sugar. Which by the way, she's like a dog. She follows you around. So as soon as I picked her out, she was like, "We're going somewhere. This is awesome."
Got another kitty. That's a big kitty.
Oh no. Okay, he's pretty cute, or she is. The case may be.
Okay, maybe that cat is objectively prettier than the cat.
This is Zoso.
Nice.
So it's got a better
That is the
name,
biggest
too.
cat I ever saw in my life.
What kind of is it? Like a Maine Coon or something, or is
He's
it?
full-blooded Siberian.
Ah.
Well,
shit.
that's not real.
Yeah, that's
Look
not
at
even a
him.
real thing.
Here's his face.
He looks mellow too.
I'm just making up
He
cats.
is, he's so sweet. He likes it.
So I
Metalheads
finally joined the cat.
Podcast.
Wait, I didn't see your cat, Ray. Can you? If it's accessible.
Pieces of shit. Don't show up. Oh, here.
No worries.
Is at this point everyone turned the podcast off?
They're like,
There'll be some editing here, but you know what? I will show off my cat anytime I get the chance.
There is absolutely no way I can get my cat. She would just run away from me in a second.
nice.
What's her name or her name? Name?
Winnie Joan.
Winnie Joe. That's a good one. So we got Winnie Joe, Zoso, Sugar. What's your cat's name, John?
Violet.
Violet. And John had recently transitioned to a new cat not too long ago, isn't it? So last couple.
Over a year ago.
It was over a year ago now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot what the long lost name
Oh.
was.
He was Mr. Kitty or Tristan.
And
depending
had been
on-
around for how
depending
many
on-
years?
Jen had him for 7 or 8 years,
7, 8 years. Yeah.
and he was already 7 or 8 when she got him. So
Oh no shit!
He-
Then I had a
he-
cat that lived
Oh,
to be
you're-
21 years old.
our
I
cats
forgot
are our cats are rescues. So
Remember when we were a metal podcast?
Oh, Ray, your cat is gorgeous.
Thank you.
So is yours, Jay.
Yeah, you too, buddy. We're gonna have to get together and have a cat party.
Aw.
Yeah, we're buds.
Decibel
Yeah, I had to,
Metal
I
and
had to
Cat
pet
Fest.
my cat for a couple of minutes.
Hey, John, did you where's Violet?
there's no way she's coming on. I couldn't get her if I tried.
She's a
right now.
diva.
Yeah.
No, John, I'm talking about your cat.
Anyway,
Anyway,
He's a little slow tonight.
I had another Woods Joel question, which was the Heart of Gold tribute album. You and Joel did Silver, and you sang.
Oh yeah.
You don't sound so thrilled about that.
Look, I have a pretty decent singing voice. I actually am entrusted to teach voice to kids, and I've been taught how to sing by people that know how. But the recording process for that song was a fucking joke, and I also just objectively didn't perform to the best of my ability. I would have made a million different choices now. I also would have accompanied myself. Not that it wasn't cool that Joel played piano, but we could have fleshed out that arrangement a lot more. I'm fully capable of playing piano like that, and I think if I'd accompanied myself, the timing would have been more organic. It would,
Mhm.
I have a lot of qualms with it, obviously, but ultimately, it is what it is, and I certainly don't hate it enough to be like, don't listen to it. But I don't think that it's indicative of my singing ability or what Joel and I are capable of together. But it is something, and it was meaningful.
Mhm.
And that song means a lot to me. So I'm glad that I did it. I wish I could have done it better justice, but I think that down the road, if I really, 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 really feel like I need to redeem myself, there's probably a way I can make that happen. You know?
Well, I really liked it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It just seems like it was so long ago.
Mm-hmm. So,
Right, go ahead.
to piggyback off of that, are we ever going to hear any clean vocals on an Immortal Bird album, or does that just not go?
You know, I used to be like,
Correct answer is no.
not. There's a little tiny bit on the Acrasia EP. Then there's nothing like that on Empress Abscess. There's nothing like that on Thrive. But I'm not closed off to it. I just don't want to do anything that I can't pull off well in a live setting. And I do think that I abuse my voice enough when I'm doing like the guttural shit that maybe clean singing would be a bit of a strain, to put it mildly. But I don't want that to come off as the only reason why. If it made sense to do and I felt really strongly, maybe I would put in like a sung passage or something. Over the last year or so with teaching voice, I also just feel like I have a better command and understanding of my voice as an instrument too. I feel better about it than I did like when I started the band. So maybe, like, never say never. I'm not really sure, but like definitely maybe.
Or maybe it would be more appropriate on a Thrawsunblat album.
Maybe. I would be down for that too. The only thing is Joel's future wife,
Nikki.
who's she has like a phenomenal singing voice,
Yep.
and I think it'd be really special if it was her. So
Yeah,
she would want to.
That's true. I considered that.
Or I would love to just sing with her. Like, I know she can do her own harmonies on a recording, but like I would want to do some harmonies, I think, just to be able to do that. But yeah, if there was ever like a big sung epic passage, I would much rather give that to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a real gift to doing good sort of harmony singing and that kind of thing. And some of the people, like some country singers, like Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt, like, are amazing singers, but they are the most amazing backup singers. Like, that takes a real skill.
I think that I'm actually like much better suited for that kind of thing. I love coming up with harmonies, like non-traditional weird ones, cool ones, like kind of off the beaten path kind of shit, but also like traditional ones. I just love harmonizing. I'm like a big fan of that shit.
Well, what made me think of that was what was the name of the tribute, George? It was Heart of Gold. Is that what it's called? Which made me think of the Neil Young thing, and he always had these like amazing backup singers that were like famous singers, like the two I just mentioned. I think both, and you're just like, this is the best backup singer I've ever heard in my life, and you're like, oh, of course. But wait, Rae, I want to ask a question real quick that I've been meaning to ask, which is your last name. Where does that come from? Is it like the background on that?
Amitay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more like country. What country does that come from?
I mean, it's Hebrew, but I'm just like an American Jew kid of American Jews, like pretty typical.
Gotcha. For the life of me, that's not a name I've heard.
I think Amitay means something in Hebrew, like truth or some other shit.
Oh, you got it. I looked it up. It means truth.
Jay's always looking shit up.
But yeah, I don't really have like a particular connection to my last name. I wish I could change it, but it rhymes with Rae, so we're stuck with it, aren't we?
All right. Does anybody else have any other questions before we move on?
Oh, yeah, I had a quick question since we were talking about you singing, Rae. I know you're a music teacher and you teach voice. Is there anything you have to do, like vocal exercises or practice, to keep your voice because you sing all those harsh vocals in Immortal Bird?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether or not, I mean, there's definitely stuff that I should do every day that sometimes I don't, but I am aware of it. Like, I really do have to warm up my voice properly. That can take anywhere from like 10 minutes to like a half hour, depending on how I'm feeling. I have to like stay hydrated and like make sure I'm getting enough sleep, like make sure that like the air conditioning isn't cranked if we're in a motel, make sure like, all this other shit. But yeah, I do my vocal warm-ups. I am trying to take better care of my instrument. I blew out my voice for the first time ever on this last tour that we did, and that was scary. Luckily, we had a day off, but like I needed that day off, or like I would have been fucked, and that was really scary because like that has never happened. So, just trying to take better care of my voice for sure. overall. I don't really understand how people can like go smoke 2 packs a day and drink a ton of whiskey and not ever drink water and just like yell without thinking about what their diaphragm is, but there are people that can do it. I can't. I've like never been able to get away with doing things without using like proper technique, which sucks. Like I have stress injuries from drumming like when I was a teenager and just like not doing it right. Like I just can't get away with it. Like my body just like decides immediately that it's a bad idea, and they're like tendonitis. And I'm like, oh. So yeah, I have to be really careful with my voice, especially now. But it's not that hard. You know, you have to just make sure you're doing your warm ups, make sure you're breathing correctly, make sure you're not straining too hard. Try to have a good mix in your monitor so that you can hear yourself. A lot of people don't like to hear themselves when they're doing gutturals. I really need to be able to. Like, I just need to be able to.
You know, I think that proof of the guy, the 2 packs and the whiskey and all that, there's the Motorhead is living proof that you may be able to pull it off without too many backup practices, but 70 years is your cutoff. You know what I mean? Like, you used it all up. That's it, with all that extra. Because, I mean, all 3 of those guys died by 70, didn't they, I think?
Yeah, so, but that's like a lot. That's like a really long time to live.
To do that, yeah.
Live like that. I wouldn't mind living like that for that long. Or at all. Yeah. But I'm allergic to alcohol as of like 2017-ish. So, yeah. I'll like get really sick. So I have to do other stuff.
Oh.
Really? That's a hard. Wow. That's a bad
all alcohol, Ray?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I haven't done a test of like every single possible kind, but it does seem to be like every single possible kind.
Oh, oh man, that's hard.
That would be literally the worst 10 minutes ever in this podcast.
We can't do the podcast without beer.
Yeah. It's like metal, beer, and cats is what we're all about, apparently.
Pretty much powered by all those things, yes.
All right. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Can I ask, are those croquet mallets I see
Are they
in the background? Croquet?
Yeah. Yeah, they were left here by the person that lived here before me. She also left a taxidermy fox that's in like an attack position. It's pretty haunting, but it's in another room, so you just have to believe me.
God, what do you think she did for a living?
Right.
Fox, croquet mallets. Hey,
she did all sorts of shit for a living, but she also like had a little bit of an honesty problem, so it's hard for me to like distinguish what she actually did versus what she said she actually did.
Sure. Well,
Fascinating character in my life, but she left her croquet mallets. I don't know what to do with it.
All right.
That's all right.
Okay.
Let's move on to the news. First news item kind of sucks. It was announced this week that Dave Mustaine has throat cancer, but it sounds like not that cancer is not a big deal, but they said there's like a 90% chance of recovery from this. So hopefully he'll make a full recovery and all will be well.
Yeah, throat cancer is scary for singers. I feel like that's the understatement of the century. But he seems to be taking it in stride. I feel like no one really treated it like a death sentence when the news came out, so I'm not like insanely upset, but like that's not to say it's not very serious. It definitely is, but for some reason it just doesn't seem quite as dire as maybe it could have.
Yeah, I mean, like Bruce Dickinson had something similar, I guess. I think that was like a tongue thing though, but it's related, I think.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. Next, yes. Moving on. Sabaton released a video for the new song The Red Baron from their new album The Great War, which is out July 19th.
The Great War, huh? That's a weird name title for them.
Yeah, when have they ever written about war?
Jesus.
Let
it go, man.
Right? I don't know much about that band. I was just like, they write about history and war and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, you know everything about that band. You got it.
That's really all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
I love World War I, World War II stories, but I wasn't a fan of this song.
Yeah. I like.
Are you a fan of theirs in general, Marcus?
I don't think so. This is too much chorus. I think there was a guitar in the background of this one, which I don't like.
Yeah, they're pretty chorusy.
My biggest issue with the song was just like, I don't know, the guitar solo, I was like, make up for the song and the solo, and I was like, fine. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like, I like fun music, and it's like edutainment. I feel like they're a kid band trying to teach kids about historical events in an engaging way, and they're not failing at that. But like, Sabaton is like a huge band, and like people are obsessed with that band. Like, they don't need me to like them.
Right.
No, but that does make them sound very much like Schoolhouse Rock.
What? There's nothing wrong with Schoolhouse Rock.
No.
It made me want to read stories about World War One. So I did. I picked up a graphic novel that I love.
I read, God, what was it called? It was like, I can't think of it. I read this long ass book about World War One. It was crazy. All right, so this next one, ex-Overkill guitarist Bobby Gustafson has a new band, wonderfully titled Satan's Taint. The album is called Desecration Ritual. It is out August 2nd, and you can hear the song Desecration on SoundCloud. Did anybody else listen to this?
I did.
Okay.
Sound a little bit like Slayer?
There was not much that I enjoyed, but I wasn't like pissed about it, and that's my review.
I mostly put it on here because it's called Satan's Taint, and I wanted to say Satan's Taint.
You just wanted to say that. That's fine.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, I think they get points for that name.
Bad, or if it was just my speakers. So I'm not like, did you listen? Is the drum production like annoying, or was it just
It was mostly everything about it was annoying. I mean,
okay.
But the only good thing I could say, and it wasn't necessarily a good thing, but it reminded me of Slayer, like a bad Slayer.
That's still a good thing. I feel like I would take that.
Yeah.
George, do you hate Slayer?
I know that's like a slight on Slayer.
No,
Jesus
it's like
Christ,
a bad Slayer, like if
Well, you
Slayer
should even put
did,
Slayer
if
in
Slayer
say,
wasn't
like, it's a
good,
bad-
this is what it would sound like.
It's like a bad Steel Panther or something. Like this is like to me. I
All
listen to
Steel
it, it was
Panthers.
So you're saying that even though it's not
It was
as
like
good
a
as Slayer,
bad-
just the fact that
it was like a bad rock and roll. You know what it reminded me of? I'll tell you exactly what it reminded me of. When Jason Newsted came out with his new album, I don't know. Don't even remember what it was called.
Newsted, I think.
Yeah, Newstead.
Yeah, maybe, but it was terrible. And this is terrible. Let's just say it's terrible.
yes, it is. It's terrible.
I was like, are we plugging this? I felt like I didn't like it.
No,
No,
I just wanted to say
none of
Satan's Taint,
We're just talking about news in general. We plug nothing.
Okay, well,
except Thrawsunblat.
Fair enough.
I'm actually shocked that name wasn't taken. I have a book. My friend the Captain gave me this book called All Known Metal Bands, and it just lists.
You have a friend named the Captain?
Let's just don't gloss over there. My friend the Captain. It was my friend the Captain. What's that?
Yeah, my friend the Captain. I've known him for like 20
Captain,
years.
my captain.
All right, let's move on. Tau Cross, featuring members of Voivod and Amebix, are releasing their third album, Messengers of Deception, on August 9th. I know some of you guys kind of like them. I'm not a big fan.
Well,
Ray,
I think-
I will translate for you. It's members of Voivod.
Yeah.
Voivod.
It's
I love Voivod like more than most bands. I love them so much, and I like Amebix a lot. And Tau Cross is like fine. I missed them the last time they came through Chicago, and I would see them if they come through again. But like, I'm mostly just in it because of the associated projects. I'll just admit it.
Mhm.
Like they can't all be like. Not every project can be like the best fucking thing ever. You know.
Yeah.
well, we all liked the first one, and then I just got excited about the second one, if I remember right.
Yep, pretty much.
Like we didn't even talk about it much.
Yeah.
So
I didn't like this song. It was more punk than I expected, but that drum beat was the same the whole song. It just didn't change. I didn't like that part.
Okay.
No.
Sacred Reich released a video for the title track of their upcoming new album, Awakening, which is out on August 23rd. And that's like their first album in like a million years or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were sort of. Well, first of all, I think we'll agree the song was pretty kick-ass. I liked it.
Will seems to like it.
He loves it.
You know, I'm not that I'm a big fan, but I think the guy who left Machine Head went back to Sacred Reich. That's where
Phil?
he's from, apparently.
Oh.
No, not Phil, the other dude. I'll look it up.
You know,
Look it
Matt,
up. I got the Google machine.
Speaking of Phil's, wasn't the
Yeah.
main guy from Sacred Reich, Phil, wasn't he at Wacken doing a spoken word thing?
Yeah, and we walked in
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, I was like,
listened to him
I know
talk.
that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that's coming out. That should be cool.
Yeah.
Am I like the only like massive Sacred Reich? Massive, not in my body size, but massive in my thought.
I
Sacred
can't
Reich
sign
fan.
on to Massive, but I'm a fan. I like them,
Yeah.
and I dig that song. I'm looking forward to the
Absolutely.
record.
Like I grew up on like Surf
Not-
Nicaragua and Ignorance and
Job, all of you. Did we not hear the same breakdown at the end? That like fucking stupid ass paint by numbers breakdown 101.
This is good. This is good. We need a foil.
Like it lasted for my whole life. Like that song sucks ass, and the breakdown is the worst part. Like I fucking hate it, and like fuck them. But not really, because they're a band. Hey, they're a cool band. I like a lot of their stuff. I've seen them. I have a Sacred Reich t-shirt. Like they're cool as hell, and like that's why I'm so mad that they put out like a meh song, and then the breakdown at the end was like so bad to me that I'm like annoyed. Like I might be
This is
annoyed.
good.
Are you talking about the new song, The Awakening?
Yeah.
Don't cry,
I
Will.
feel like we need a foil, and this is good. Ray, we may have to have you once in a while to talk Will back down to earth.
I'm waiting for Will's broken heart emoji.
Talking about the game, I watched it and I was like, oh, they got a new drummer, and then I was like, I hate this.
Aw.
Yeah, I thought it was only okay too, but I didn't want to hurt Will.
I'm sorry. I just
Oh,
like,
I just you know what
like more strongly than I felt about the like Taint song, and more than the Tap Cross song, like more than the Sabaton song. I was like, all that shit was like fine, and I just was so annoyed by the end of that Sacred Reich tune because I know they can do better, and I was just so irritated with it.
You're like, what are
I
these
actually
guys making me listen to all this shit for?
Well, I want to make Will feel a little better because up until just a few minutes ago, Ray thought we were kind of plugging everything, and now that she was like, "Oh, you're gonna let me go," like she's been set free. She's just like,
I have a list of bands, and I want to fucking burn these. Like,
Well, Jane, now I know why at the very beginning of the podcast she's like, "Is there anything I shouldn't do?" Oh, God.
hey, I'm playing my position pretty well, and this is another example of like, who fucking gives a shit what I think? That band is huge. They will remain huge and play to thousands and thousands of people and move tons of records and be ballers, regardless of what I think of this breakdown and this fucking song. Like, it's gonna be okay for everyone. I feel like.
Can I talk about Aquaman now?
"Yeah, please do."
So,
Good kind of-
Jason Momoa says it was a childhood dream come true to meet Slayer and Anthrax backstage in Budapest recently. And I just wanted to say how much I love Jason Momoa because he's Aquaman, who was awesome. He's Conan, who was
Conan.
And,
where is he, Conan?
Game of Thrones.
and Khal
And
Drago.
Conan.
And
Look at all-
and he's so metal. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all.
Wait, where is he, Conan?
He did a Conan movie.
They did a remake. Do never watch it. It's freaking horrid.
But
It's
if
one of
you
the
need to
worst
find it,
things
Will,
of
it's actually called Conan, so you could just Google that. I mean, it's like, I don't know what it is. Conan this something.
But
I
like,
didn't
yeah,
watch it.
but I agree with George. I mean, a while
Conan
back
the
he
Aquaman?
mentioned he builds his characters off of metal songs, and he said Aquaman was inspired by Tool, Sabbath, Metallica's "Kill 'Em All." I don't see it in Aquaman,
Yeah.
but it's cool that he
Right.
keeps mentioning metal.
Inspired by like bro ass, like entry level, like kind of good metal. Like, oh, Jason, like
That's a good
we
point.
don't have like any of the same things, but
I feel like this was all George. This was all just a chance for George to say "bro crush," which I love.
Yeah,
That's
man,
good.
dude.
And he is a badass.
Dude,
If
I
you're
want to
gonna
hang
do
out
it-
with this guy.
Yeah.
He was I didn't know he was in all this other stuff, but I watched this. I guess it was Netflix or Amazon, whatever it was. Frontier. He's like one of the main characters in that show, Frontier, which is pretty good.
What is it? What's it about?
It's about the French Canadian fur
Frontier.
trade.
Oh,
Well, it's about the
revenue.
Canadian fur trade, and it's all about the different British companies, the French companies, all vying for power and territory in the fur trade in the Great White North.
Cool.
I think we should get him on this podcast with Ray so she can challenge his metal cred.
Well, actually, hey, he might love to do a metal podcast.
He might.
You never know.
yeah, I request an audience with Jason Momoa only to speak of the most classy metal stuff that He's perfectly professional. I don't even know. Is he handsome? I don't.
I wouldn't mind looking like him.
These are jokes. I'm like obsessed with him. He was the background on my computer when I was in high school. I'm in it to win it. Like, I'll play the long game. Maybe I started a band so that eventually we would get
We get to this moment.
Me.
You just took your next big step towards that moment.
I have time. I mean, Lisa Bonet is older than I am. By the time I'm her age, maybe this band will be more successful. Maybe she'll fall into a wood chipper and become less of a goddess. Like, a lot of things would have to happen, but like it is possible, as we are both two organic organisms living on the same planet at the same time.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I might have a chance on moving to Hawaii.
We all have a chance with Jason. We all have a chance.
All of us do.
Yes.
Well, of us on the podcast, George has the biggest chance.
True.
Why?
Or maybe the smallest chance. I don't know.
Hey, who told you?
Where the hell were we?
Yeah, anyway, let's move on to the new releases.
This week's new releases, here they are. Spend your hard-earned money now.
First one is the new Beheaded album, Only Death Can Save You. This is the 6th album from a death metal band from Malta. If anybody on here would like it, I'm guessing it would be Will. Did you listen to that at all?
I did, and I really, really liked the last one, and this one was just sort of super
Processed.
meh.
It is. I tried to like it, and I don't like it either. It's cool.
Yeah, I really like. There's some recording in me somewhere in the history of this podcast saying I really liked the last Beheaded probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I listened to this one and it didn't even sound like the same band to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just wasn't there.
Yeah, I thought I was going to like it, and I was like, not
too.
as much as I thought I would.
The vocal
like-
mix was weird on it, I thought.
Me too. And I also don't like his voice. It's almost like they have the kind of cool death metal-y riffs, and then there's just like this weird Rob Zombie injection into the whole thing that I can't fucking take. And so I tried to like it kind of a little bit, because when I heard listen to the samples, like, this is pretty cool. It's not. I don't like it. So
It's not. I don't like it.
yeah, no, I was totally wrong.
So what about Enthroned, Cold Black Suns? It's their 11th album.
I
Belgian
fucking love
black
this
metal
one.
band. And I know Jay likes this one.
I do. I'm not sure how many people like that Rotting Christ one, but this is Rotting Christ with a little more black metal on it, but they've got some of what's going on with the new Rotting Christ stuff. It's good. I dig it. It's probably going to be on my list.
Hey, by the way, I just looked up Rotting Christ on Angry Metal Guy, and they gave it like a 1.5. Did you
Really?
guys see that?
No.
I
It's not
remember
as good as
seeing
the last
that
one, but it's good. 1.5?
Yeah, it
Out
was
of
like,
what?
That's harsh.
out of
Yeah.
5. It was like bad. Like they rated it as like, this is bad. Don't listen to it. The review was just as if they were reviewing a Korn album or something.
I don't know why people review when they're so mad, but I guess that is part of Angry Metal Guy.
You pretty much know what you're paying
Like, I
for.
do get how maybe that's part of the brand. Can't tell, but like, I don't know. I got in trouble when I used to write for being too nice. Everyone was like, "Sounds like a fucking press release. Why don't you give out so many 9s? Blah blah blah." And it's like, I review things that I feel passionately about, and if I fucking hate it,
Yeah.
put so much effort into like completely shitting on someone's fucking music, unless it's that breakdown at the end of that one thing.
Yeah. You're making up for it now, Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
That's why-
That's good. She called herself out there. That's
Conversation. Like, I'm not the game. Like, I don't write reviews anymore. I've gotten like people asking me to write them for various publications ever since I stopped, and I just like, it's not my place anymore. Like, I feel so fucking weird writing reviews, positive or negative, because metal's just too small, and like, it's nepotism is too fucking real. And even if you're writing from a really like pure place of just like objectivity, it's not going to come off that way. People are going to be like, they met in 2012 at a show. Here's a picture. They got tagged in on Facebook. Everybody get mad. And it's like, holy shit.
I'm the same way, because I used to do reviews and interviews and with comics. I still do interviews with the comic book creators, but I don't review comics anymore, because they're all my peers now, and I know how hard it is for people to work on stuff. You know, I don't need to shit on everything or just get in trouble for doing that.
Yeah, I didn't like when I did reviews. I was like, there's so much good metal out there that's not getting covered. I'm not going to waste my time writing about shit that I don't like.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Use the tiny platform that you may have to like push someone else like a teeny bit further up, instead of being like, I'm gonna like make sure that my audience knows how much I fucking hate this band. It's just like, what are we all in it for? Because it's certainly not for money. So like, why are we just like trying to be so shitty to each other if we're not even like making money over it?
Yeah.
We have.
Wait,
I think
wait,
we have.
Ray, are you not making money? Because like here on the podcast, we're like millionaires. We
Oh.
like every week I get this ridiculously check for like $500,000 just for sitting here and talking bullshit every now and again.
Yeah,
Do you not have that?
No, we got like an $800,000 advance for the new record, but like we spent most of it already. So
On cat
cover
food.
art. And the cover art.
yeah, Dave sends us a monthly $6,000 stipend for each of us, but like we're hoping to kind of level up a bit next time and not be so DIY.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we've met. Have we met Dave? I mean, does he come when they go to Decibel and stuff?
Sometimes he didn't go this year, but I think he went last year, maybe.
Okay, because I do. We all love $20 spend. I'd like to meet him, just say hi and stuff.
Should get him on the cast.
We should have him on the cast.
You should go to the next Migration Fest in 2020. He'll probably be very stressed out, but he's extremely nice.
Perfect. We are experts at calming people down.
Pittsburgh is not that far.
Yeah,
Is it going to be in Pittsburgh?
Well, is it?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I
Field
don't
trip?
know, right? Like, I have no idea.
I know it's migrating, but last year was in Pittsburgh. I
Last
know.
Yeah, I
time,
wanted to go to that.
maybe this time we'll be in Pittsburgh. I'm not sure. I think so. I think so. I think that's like a commonly discussed thing. Yeah, I think so.
Being on $20 spin, will you be playing it?
I don't know anything about that. I would hope so, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Maybe.
we all?
Maybe Migration Fest come to DC. Just saying.
I feel like we should all make a blood pact to go, like right
We
here.
should all go. It was such a fun thing to go to last year, and like, yeah, it was a great event. We had such a good time. There was no bad time slot. That's always nice.
Well, will they go back and swoop up your old albums for $20 spin, or will they stay where they live now?
I don't think so. That's not like part of our deal. I'm open to like talking about it. I think he's gonna stock some of the Empress Abscess vinyl we have like in their distro, but as far as like the masters and stuff, like that's all mine right now, and I'm really like not feeling like super pushed to do anything like that. But yeah, we'll see how this record does because we're already writing new stuff, and hopefully Dave will want to put it out. He is under no obligation to do so, but I don't really think this album is going to do so fucking horribly that he won't put out the next one. But you never know. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
It's a good record.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I'm like, maybe it's not so bad that it could like destroy us, but you never know which way the wind's going to blow.
Well, it's your best album for sure.
It
I
is.
love it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So next new release is the new Hate album, Auric Gates of Velez. I don't know how to say it. I can't pronounce. As I've mentioned, I can't pronounce anything, so it doesn't fucking matter.
That sounded
But-
pretty good, George.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But without the question mark.
Yeah. So it's also they're a Polish Black Death band. This is also their 11th album, and I like these guys. I do. As Will was saying, it's like Behemoth without the children singing.
Oh God, those fucking kids.
Oh, that's it. That's your other new Black album rant, by the way, Will. Just so you know.
Some people
No,
don't
it's
like
not, because it
clowns.
made my
Will doesn't
list.
like children singing.
No,
But he likes children, so don't.
I
do that.
love
Don't
children.
take
I have
him
two
wrong.
of my own. They're great.
Indeed.
No, I'm hugely digging this Hate album, and I love the last one.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
I think weirdly enough, I think they're being better than Behemoth at this point.
Okay.
Dare I say? They're just
Bold words.
Very bold.
Anything else? No.
I just shut everything down.
Yeah, I mean, no,
Yeah.
It's really
I don't
good.
wanna
How are we
crush
supposed to
Will.
go after that? Anybody else got anything else to say? Well, they're better than Behemoth. All right. End of conversation.
I like it, but I could use some children singing.
Thank you, Matt.
Keep that
Okay.
in mind for the next Immortal Bird album, Ray.
Dude, I got a direct link to some kids. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
That's right.
the ethics
point.
to be involved with that. I do work for like a corporation, but like, it's possible. I could enlist some youths in like an extremely legal and chill way to sing on the next Immortal Bird. It would be funny. But like they're not bad, and they're not like children's choir. They're all like singers who are probably better than I am. So at that point, it would be like almost exploitative because they're just like offering adult level talent in a child size, and it's like fucked up.
And presumably at a child's salary.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that Immortal Chicks album.
Yeah, all the little babies. I'll just
Peeps.
be in a giant nest, and they'll just be around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Kiki's 1313 to like draw it, but like one of us is like bleeding and someone else is exploding. Yeah.
Could you spell that? Could you spell that author's name or that artist's name? You said it a few times.
KIKYZ1313.
Okay, thanks. I assume she has a presence on the web in the various forms.
She's quite successful.
Okay,
She's got a website, Jay. I looked at it.
cool.
And an Instagram. And a Facebook. Check her out. Like, subscribe, comment.
I'm on it.
I thought there was no plugging on this cast. What's going on?
No. There's no ban on plugging.
All right.
Next album is Infernal Conjuration. And their first album, Infernal Metallum Mortis. They're a Mexican death metal band. And I read, what did they say? It sounded like Slayer meets Morbid Angel. And I kind of agreed with that.
Okay.
Will, did you listen to it?
I did not. I was chasing children all day, trying to get them to stop singing.
Right. Okay, well, you might want to check it out. I thought it was kind of cool. And then the new Memoriam album, Requiem for Mankind. This is their third album. For anyone that is not aware, this is sort of a
Bolt throwers.
yeah, let's say we're not going to have Bolt Thrower anymore, but at least we have this. And I dig it. I wasn't as big of a fan of the last album. The first album was great. Second album was meh. And this one, I think, is a little bit better again. So
I dug it.
Me too. I liked it.
Yeah,
It's
my
heavier.
2 cents is, I like this one more than the first two.
all right.
I'm going to go along with Will on that because either, and it may just be they didn't catch me at the right time, but this I'm listening to more than I did those other ones.
Is it their third album in 3 years?
Yeah,
they've been
breaking them out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like this one the best. It's heavier. It's tough because I love Bolt Thrower so much, and it's hard not to compare, even though I know I shouldn't do that. It's very hard for me.
All right. And our last new release. Jay, you might want to help me out with the pronunciation here, but I'm going to go with Slaufeg.
You got it.
That's right.
All right. They're,
What did you call him?
Exactly. Their 10th album, New Organon. I want to say Oregano or something like that, but New Organon. These guys are, they're an acquired taste, I would say.
Even more so than they used to be. They are a local band by me. I've been a fan in the past. I'm not crazy about this new one. He's when I worked at San Francisco State, he was taking philosophy courses, and now I think he teaches philosophy, and that is all over this record. I'm also not a huge fan of that particular undertaking, philosophy. I think there are better ways to go about seeking the truth in the universe and all that shit. In any case, I'm not crazy about it. And also his worship for Thin Lizzy is fucking out front on this one, which it always is. But right now it sounds like a Thin Lizzy record from 1978, basically.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan. I've liked bits and pieces here and there, and I actually liked this one pretty well compared to past albums. So
my favorite two are, they have one called Atavism I like a lot, and they have one called Traveler, which was like one of their early ones, and it's like based on a weird role-playing game about space pirates. Which it's like a real game. I don't know anything about the game, but in any case, don't let me talk anybody out of it. You know.
No, I'm with you, Jay. Like I used to really like Slaufeg, and I've seen him play a bunch of times. But when I listen to this album, I just have this feeling I've moved on from that band. I don't know.
Maybe
You
that's
get that feeling where you're just like,
Yeah.
I like this stuff in the past, but I don't really need new stuff from Slaufeg.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the good fortune to play with him a couple of times, and he's really a nice guy too. I like Mike.
Cool.
all right. Let's move on to our top 5.
We made a list, we all made lists. We made a list, man, we all made a list.
courtesy this time of Marcus-san. Says the top 5 movies that are metal as fuck.
Widely open to interpretation.
Yeah,
Yes.
widely open. Honestly, like this was really tricky, and I like came up with 3 different lists, and was just like, this is hard. And then I resented having homework, and I was like, fuck.
Well, sorry, it was inspired by you actually, Ray, because I noticed that you were wearing a John Carpenter's The Thing shirt, and I was like, oh, she likes some cool movies.
Yeah, I do like some cool movies, but like.
Actually, by the way, a movie that is metal as fuck. By the
Pretty
way.
metal.
Number 1 on my list. Spoiler alert.
What?
That is a good movie. I love that movie.
So, in terms of how we approach these lists, we discussed this ahead of time, and they can be movies that are literally about metal things, or they can just be movies that are so badass, like, you know, that one, that they are metal by association.
Metal adjacent.
Yes.
And let's just point out that you could be driving down the road and see something that you thought was really cool and just go, dude, that's so fucking metal. So I think that broad of an interpretation is more than welcome here.
Normally, we have a rotation. What we do here, Ray, is we each go through and we give our number 5, and then we sort of cycle down, and everybody gives their 4 and all the way down to 1, and then it's like, ooh, our number 1s. And normally the guest goes first. However, I was thinking today, it's kind of mean to make the guest go first when they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Like a fucking scrub.
And so I'm going to give you the option of going last. Would you prefer?
Last. I think I need to just be quiet for a while. I am worried that all of my movies are going to get picked and I'm going to get all upset, but
They might, yeah.
Well, actually, we like it when our lists align because so often they don't and we
I
argue.
don't like having anything in common with anyone.
Yeah. So.
Okay, no, I'll totally go last. I would love to go last. I relish the opportunity to go last.
Okay, so it will be Marcus-on, Matt, John,
Well, the usual.
Will, Jay, me, and then Ray.
All right.
So take us up, Marcus-on.
Number 5 is The Beastmaster from 1982.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow, that's a good choice.
Mark Singer, isn't that his name?
Yep. A child stolen from his mother's womb by a witch.
Oh,
Who goes into Dar. Who can
That was such an awesome bad movie.
communicate with animals. It was great. They had these crazy man-bat creatures that would suck you in and digest you in seconds and spit you out. Just
Ferrets.
really cool, very metal stuff. The tiger was all black. He would talk to that eagle, walk or whatever. I can't do it. Ray probably can do it way better than me. I
That's
love
pretty good.
it. Was one of the most metal things I ever saw when I was very, very small.
All right.
Okay, then.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah.
Right on.
Matt.
All right. My 2 criteria, though, when I made this list, obviously, number 1, I had to see the movie. And number 2, I stuck with strictly fiction. And I would say my number 5, maybe a gimme. This is Spinal Tap.
Oh, no, I wonder how many lists it'll be on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not on mine.
John.
Before there was Get to the Chopper, there was Crush Your Enemies, See Them Driven Before You, and Hear the Lamentations of the Women.
Oh, that Jason Momoa thing.
No.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
see-
I'm sorry.
That
Conan
was
the
actually my
Barbarian.
very first thought of a metal movie that is not about metal.
It's metal, though. That
Conan
is-
the Barbarian.
Yeah.
James
It's
Earl
a-
Jones, I love that beginning part where Conan's with his mom and he's just staring at her. They just it's 5 minutes long and then she just lops her head off.
That's-
And
Yeah.
Conan's watching it.
I think that movie is metal in the same way Molly Hatchet is metal simply because of Frank Frazetta, which they are not. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the oceans drank Atlantis.
We're gonna go back to you for voices after one of these.
I love that.
All right, Will.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to admit I didn't do a whole lot of research on this because I actually didn't think I was going to make it tonight, and I barely made it. But I do have a couple. They're not in any really particular order, but I'm not sure if you guys know the 2015 movie The Witch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
love
seen
it,
it.
dude.
I really want to.
Totally
Yeah.
metal. 100%.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's all about a black goat and witches and disappearance of children, and yeah, it's pretty fucking metal. Check
More
it out.
children, Will. It's all about the children with you.
I know.
As long as
I
they don't
know.
sing. Well, technically, if it is, it's a horror movie for Will.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Have you seen that guy's next movie called Hereditary?
Yes.
No.
That's a fucked up movie. It will
Yes.
fuck you up, dude.
I
Yes.
just liked it until it like jumps the shark the last 20 minutes, and you're like, oh, they're taking the whole like all this shit was real approach. No thanks.
Yeah.
I,
Have you
know,
seen The Witch?
I kind of like got bored with it and stopped
Fair
watching. But hey, only because I was watching it on a laptop during the day on laptop speakers. I wasn't feeling it. If I was like in a dark room with like a nice screen, I think, and good speakers, I would have been all about it. But I was like, this is just not. I can't.
And I'll buy your negativity on Hereditary. That negativity, not that the criticism, but for me that particular thing worked. You know what I mean? Like I was cool with that. I was just like, oh man, this is fucked up. And also when the girl dies, it's just like that movie took such a turn.
Yes.
Oh way! Like
Yeah.
that's insane. Like there were definitely really cool aspects. It was super beautifully shot, and Toni Collette is a fucking treasure.
She's awesome. She's great in The Sixth Sense too. She's really awesome in that and other things.
Yeah.
John.
No, it's Jay.
John
Will
really
just went.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I wonder if anybody else will have this. And this is a movie that was a false advertising when you were a kid because you went to see it simply because of the title. And it's not about this at all, but that doesn't make it any less metal. And the movie is called Heavy Metal. That movie, I loved it when other than the fact that it's got the mob rules in it and a couple other things, but the whole thing is so completely fucking metal. It's ridiculous. So, and I love
John
it.
Candy is metal. Was metal.
I forgot.
I think Cheech and Chong are in that too.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Do you know who they play? Oh, is it the? Well, I don't know if that.
I think it's
know what you're
like the
talking about.
narrators or something.
Well, there's that one thing.
Sounds like
with
Tommy
guys-
Chong.
No, there's the guys who fly that kind of space transport and they do all that space dope or whatever it is. It's got a name for it.
Yeah, I think that's Tommy Chong.
But the mob rules scene alone is enough to make it metal. But it's heavy metal. It is heavy metal. It's called heavy metal. What do you want?
In
Exactly.
1981, I was 9 years old, and there's naked chicks in it. So I was like, yes.
I'm in.
I was like, there's boobs in it. No one's gonna say that there's boobs in it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh, Will.
I apologize. I should
Oh,
have.
I will.
yeah, boobs. That's what makes it metal.
Boobs
Yeah,
are
you're
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray, you're the only second, I think, woman we've ever had on here. So everyone's being really shy.
I get it. Well,
We usually talk about dicks a lot.
Yeah.
I can't really like relate on that. Talk about dicks. I had some really off-color commentary planned originally for that Jason Momoa question, but I dialed it back.
Okay.
Oh, you
Oh,
shouldn't
no,
do
let
that.
it fly. Let it
Yeah,
fly.
you don't have
It's
to.
all good. Really, I'll come back another time and talk about it. Really.
Oh, great.
Well,
The
so
Jason
it can-
Momoa episode.
it can come out the special edition.
To just talk about Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I can
Georgie
just be a
boy.
special podcast between you and George.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll just go back and forth. Compliments.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He's so hot.
Oh, boy.
Okay, my number 5 is on here entirely because I didn't want Jay to move to Iceland, and that's Deathgasm.
Thank you,
I'd
George.
say I would move to Iceland if everybody didn't have it.
Yes.
It is good, dude. It's so good.
It is good.
My list is all just metal movies, so I didn't put enough thought into it, I guess.
Mine is mostly with there's a mix, but I mean I can't say enough about that movie. The scene where they do the kind of basically full moon mysticism video shoot, which is brilliant, and the eating the ice cream with the corpse paint, shopping at the record store. That movie
Speaking of-
captures some real metal moments.
Speaking of corpse paint, I didn't get a chance to watch this, but I saw something like on Facebook that there was a country music video where they were wearing corpse paint.
Yeah.
Did anybody see that?
I saw the headline. Corpse. The headline was
Oh,
"Corpse
yeah.
Paint finally comes to country."
Yeah, and I
I'm
wanted to watch
talking
the video, but
Finally.
I got interrupted and I didn't get to do it before we recorded. But I want to go check that out. I'm scared, but you know.
Ever since you went to Nashville, dude, it's all
I
about the
know.
country.
You've changed, George.
You really have.
I got my Johnny Cash T-shirt.
You have to, dude.
Jason
in the
Momoa
short
from
time she's
Nashville?
known you.
Since the show started, I've totally changed.
You've really gone downhill.
All right, Ray, you're up.
All right. My number 5. It's pretty obvious, but no one else did it for their number 5. My number 5 was Lord of the Rings, just as a franchise.
That's metal.
Lord of the Rings, just obviously the source material has been the inspiration for a ton of sick-ass bands like fucking Summoning and Blind Guardian. So, like, yeah, obviously a part of the metal canon, but also the films themselves were so well done. Like, for the time that they were coming out, they were like these fucking events. They were just so... And the music, like Howard Shore, fuck me up. He's metal as fuck. He is incredible. So yeah, Lord of the Rings. Maybe it should even be higher on my list.
A fine choice. Yeah.
We literally, like this afternoon, we tried to get our kids to get into the first movie, and about halfway through, they're just like, I don't know, we just don't like it. And my wife and I, we looked at each other like, all right, another
My
time.
favorite thing is showing kids stuff that they don't like and them politely like trying to figure out how to tell you without hurting your feelings.
Exactly. They're like, the one tried to play that the ring wraiths were too scary, and we're like, no, that's bullshit. We know you love that. And so we literally just looked at each other like, all right, we're going to try this again in about 2 years because they better fucking like this. So
The worst part, though, is when you show them things that you love as a kid, but they actually aren't that good. Like I loved He-Man, the cartoon as a kid.
Yeah.
Try to show that to kids now, where they would just do the scene and just the same scene would loop over and over. And I actually had to apologize to my nieces and nephews and be like, I'm so sorry I showed you this.
I just realized I was not real bright as a child. just coming to me
Our
now.
shows were terrible. They were terrible.
The standards have changed a little bit since we were young.
You know what's funny is this morning I took my wife and I took our kids to see Toy Story 4, and they make a funny comment about He-Man. There's like this little tiny like super miniature toy doll who's a cop, and like they're making fun of her. Like, hey, listen, the He-Man thing, that was a mistake. Like that was a rough time in my life. Like even they were making fun of He-Man in Toy Story 4.
Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad.
All right, Marcus, on number 4.
Number 4 for me is Mandy from 2018. Death metal horror about a guy seeking revenge.
Nicolas Cage's best movie ever.
It's trippy. It's gory. There's a weird satanic cult. There's possible hell beast creatures. There's a chainsaw and chainsaw fight.
Did you know? And you know whose logo the weapon is based on, don't you?
Oh, of course, Celtic Frost, the weapon, super metal.
And that was consciously done by the filmmaker.
I know, it's so cool. It looks awesome. I want that. I need to have that weapon.
Yeah, you do.
Why is this your number 4?
Because I have better ones to come.
Do you hate Netflix or something?
But Nick Cage is amazing, and he's crazy as fuck, like he does.
Yeah.
There's also a cheddar goblin in it, which is pretty metal.
Cheddar Goblin?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Oh, you got to. It's so good. You know what? No spoilers. You need to see it.
It's not on Netflix anymore, though. Am I right?
Was it made by Netflix?
No, it wasn't made. It was in theaters. I don't know. It might be on Amazon. I don't know if it's free though. I mean, you could get it on either of those platforms.
Oh, you know what? I got it. I specifically signed up for like Chiller or something.
Oh yeah, Chiller.
Yeah, like one of these horror movie streaming TV shows, and I signed up for whatever just to see this because so many people told me so many good things about it.
I've never heard of it.
Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it.
It's fucking great.
So
dude.
good.
You haven't heard of it? Oh, George.
I just made a note. I'm going to check this out.
It's
like a complete, it's like a throwback to the 80s. Like the soundtrack and everything that they do is very 80s-ish. It's so good.
It's really good. Yeah, I own it. I have it on Blu-ray. You can borrow it, Ray. I'll let you borrow it if you want.
Yeah. You guys probably live a block away from each other.
I heard it's so good, and I just like missed it while it was on Netflix and just never watched it.
Yeah. Okay.
Matt?
Me. My number 4, The Raid Redemption.
Anyone?
I
love the Raid movies.
I actually don't know it.
Don't know it.
It's, I don't know. It's just like the action and death of it just makes it feel so metal to me. I mean, my butt cheeks were just clenched the entire time.
I totally forgot about that movie. It probably would have made my list if I put more thought into it.
Wait,
but I didn't put any thought into it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
Not unlike Will.
It's all good.
Matt, are those like where are they made? Hong Kong, Indonesia? I forget where they're made. those movies, but they have the best action scenes of
Oh my
any
gosh.
movies I've ever seen. The Raid and the Raid 2.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they keep the camera on the action the whole time. It's not like they do those quick cuts, where they can
No.
hide shit. It's
Right.
one camera on the action the whole time, and it's
Wow, this is so
unbelievable.
completely
Yeah.
unknown to me. Okay, well, George.
oh
you
yeah,
got
definitely
things
check it
down now.
out.
I'm
Definitely
super-
check it out.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
John.
My number 4 is the most commercial film on here, but anytime you have swords and people getting their heads cut off and lions, it's kind of cool. Gladiator.
Nice.
I was wondering where the lines were coming in.
Are you going to do the big line? You got to do it.
No. Oh, well, yeah. Well, there's a couple lines, but how can you not like, well, no, I can't do it because I can't remember the whole.
Just
like
say it.
Just do that.
Just do it, John. Come on.
There's
No.
only 4. There's 4 words. You just got to do 4 words.
Well, no, I thought you were referring to his title where it's like 14 different titles now. Are you not entertained?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is this not why you're here?
They should have put that on the poster.
John, did you hear they're going to do a sequel to that?
Shut
I just
up.
read this.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, the kid that Russell Crowe, he's like the prince or whatever in that movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I guess its focus is on him, like years later, like I don't know, 20 years later or something. I heard that they're making it. Same team, Ridley Scott and stuff.
Yeah, Ridley Scott's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's getting up there, by the way. I saw some interview with him recently. He's got to be in his late 70s or something.
He's in his
like
80s.
that.
Dude.
He's in the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's why I made note. Wasn't there an alien thing coming out again soon too, or something? Another alien thing?
Another one?
Yeah, there's
What?
another alien.
Yeah.
Huh.
I know there's a Rambo 5 is in theaters.
Do you know what it's called? Do you know what its subtitle is?
Last
The
Blood.
Last Blood.
Last Blood.
No.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh my God.
But Stallone said that if the movie is a big hit, he'd do more.
It'll be second to last.
I honestly was considering Rambo 4 for my list. I mean, I've never seen more body parts explode in
Yeah.
one movie.
Rambo 4 was like a slasher movie. It is
Yeah.
insane. Yeah.
Absolutely.
This
There
is
was
cool
this-
because I didn't know Matt was an action guy. Because if he knows the Raid, he really likes action movies. 'Cause
I
those are
do.
the
I
best.
do. I'm kind of a closet action guy.
He likes a little action every now and
Little action in the
Yeah, who
closet.
doesn't like a little action in the closet? Yeah.
I walked into that one.
Backwards.
over and over and over again.
All right, we are.
Well.
That was Matt.
No.
Who was that?
That was John, so we'll know.
Well, sorry.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person going to have this on my list, but I remember the first time I saw the original of this, it freaked me the fuck out. The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
That one
That's
dude.
pretty cool. Yeah, that one dude.
The guy with the no hair. And it looks kind of like Jay.
Bug eyes. Yeah, it looks like Jay.
that. Right, like that wasn't makeup.
Yeah, how many times I've been walking around the street and people are like, hey, it's the Hills They Have a Eyes guy.
Yeah.
It's
Is that Marty Freeman or the guy from Hills Have Eyes?
like Marty Feldman.
Feldman, whatever his name is. Yeah.
Marty Friedman, it doesn't look anything like that.
Is that the Megadeth guy?
That's
Yeah.
the next guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, you all look weird, so.
Yeah, no, that's what it comes down to. All a bunch of fucking weird.
Don't say that about our guest, Will.
I hate radio. All right, my number 4. Other people are bound to. Well, maybe other people will have it. It's depressing as fuck, hard to watch, but you got to admit it's metal. Last Days Here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
That movie. Oh God.
I just
So
want to
brutal.
punch that guy in the face now after everything.
Especially after everything. now.
Yeah, he's
Right.
Just we got to see exactly how supportive his mom is, and then he assaulted that woman.
just,
Mhm. She only lives like half an hour from here.
yeah. Not only that, all the people that backed him on the comeback and everything, and he just shit all over him. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I call these just like kind of like douchey, doomy throwback, like pseudo hipster acquaintances who are still just like, Pentagram's amazing, like he's so cool, he's an icon, and it's like these women, these like youngish women, and I'm like, are
Oh,
you serious?
yeah, it's
Like-
crazy.
Yeah,
those are the same
So-
kinds of girls that write to guys in prison. I mean,
gesture, like feet of his mom, like for fuck's sake, and has a whole history of shitty conduct with a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember which bands were involved, and I definitely don't want to say the wrong ones, but there were 2 bands, both that had women in them, both of whom dropped off a tour with Pentagram because of his behavior, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago. Don't remember.
oh,
Yep.
Yeah, so fuck him.
Yeah, to be sure, and that's why it makes it difficult to choose that movie. In all honesty, because I think we all find him such a reprehensible human being. Like, has there ever been anybody more self-absorbed? That stated,
It's a good movie, though.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though it doesn't translate into later real life, it even sort of has this redemption at the end of it. But yeah, then we all learn the uncomfortable further truths. So, at any rate, that brings us to George.
My number 4 is a little lighter. And that would be Heavy Trip.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah,
saw that
that's very
recently,
fun.
and that was fun.
Help me out.
Where? I don't remember what country it took place in. It's a foreign film. But basically, there's these guys out in the country that they have a band, and they're
Oh yeah, I saw that.
they want to play
it.
the festival, but
Yep.
they
Yep.
and they don't actually have a gig there, but they told everybody they did, and so they're like they have to fake it. And
Yeah.
That's
Isn't it
funny.
it's in Norway, I think, isn't it, George?
It is.
that
I
sounds
think
right.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer made that look really good. Actually, it looks sort of endearing and sweet. Actually.
It was funny.
Okay, all right, I'll check it out. I almost did, and then I didn't.
All right, Rae, number 4.
Number 4 for me, it's a little basic, but I can't deny my tastes. The Dark Knight is my number 4 pick.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
a fucking metal movie. When it came out,
Yep.
especially, I was like, damn, I'm digging this dark aesthetic. I like the score. I think it's Hans Zimmer. He loves all that ominous, brassy, heavy shit. Yeah, and it's like filmed in Chicago. There's a lot of like, it's dope. It's metal. It's my number 4.
Is that that's the Joker one, right?
Yeah. The Heath Ledger
So-
Joker, yep.
So speaking of the Hans Zimmer thing, one of my favorite musical things in that movie is every time the Joker's about to do something, there's this high-pitched violin singular note that just quivers, and it is so fucking ominous. And it's so almost not even musical that you could not pay attention to it. But then you start to realize it's this theme that's happening. Oh, fuck. I love that. And that's a great movie.
It's
Yeah,
a good
it's-
pull. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have any comic movies on it. I'm a big comic guy. But I do love the fact that it's in Chicago, Ray, because every time I'm on Lower Whacker, I'm just like, yeah, fucking Batmobile chase scene.
Exactly. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a friend of a friend who's been in that loft that they filmed that whole party scene at when the Joker
Oh.
crashes it. Yeah.
Oh,
and that's,
awesome.
like, claim to fame. A friend of a friend was in there and knows the guy that owns it. Well, the guy that owns it has a cameo. He's the guy that the Joker like kind of like intimidates right at the beginning. Like that's the actual dude that owns that property.
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Fun fact. But yeah, that movie's sick, and I imagine like Septic Flesh could do like a really sick song for like a movie or something.
Yeah.
They
Incidentally,
like
the trailer for this, I was doubtful, but I saw the trailer for the Joaquin Phoenix thing. I got to say, it looks pretty fucking good, dude.
Oh,
I saw it last night, and I was like, you know what? If anyone can do this, Joaquin's like one of our last like artist kind of
Yeah.
actors.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he can handle it. I'm pretty stoked for it actually.
it
Yeah,
looks great. It looks great.
I'm getting excited. Yeah.
Me too. I watched it last night 3 times. That's the first time ever.
Marcus on number 3.
My number 3 is Deathgasm for Jay. Well, also because I love the movie and own it. Yes, so not much needs to be said about that one.
I think just to bring Ray up to speed. I think I made a threat that anybody who didn't choose that movie I was going to move to Iceland. Apparently, is what George says the threat was. So hopefully, it's on every list.
Yeah.
You're
It's
off
not
the
much
hook,
of
Ray,
a
if you didn't
threat
use
because
yours.
Iceland's pretty great.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
That's
if it's
right.
not on
Marcus
there,
said
Marcus on's going to move to Hawaii.
I was going to say, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
start using that now.
Matt.
I have not seen Deathgasm, and I'll be in Iceland in like a month and a half. So Jay, if you move there, that's totally fine.
Are you really going to Iceland, dude?
I'm flying through Iceland to get to Germany.
Oh,
So
right.
I'm gonna because literally, as opposed to a direct flight to Hamburg, I can fly to Reykjavik and spend the night, and then fly to Germany, and it's actually cheaper.
Vakken.
So you can definitely move there if you want. But for my number 3, I combined 2 movies, and One's an Eastern, one is a Western, and they are both about revenge. And to me, there's nothing more metal about revenge. And my number 3 is Kill Bill.
Ah, nice.
Love it. Dude, I've been waiting for them to do the ultimate cut where they take the two movies and they filmed all that Japanese animation. It's like longer and it's in the middle. And they filmed it a couple times, the full thing in California, but they've never released it as a one film. And I don't know why. I keep waiting for it.
On that same topic, I'm totally with you on that. On that same topic, has anybody watched the how they recut the Hateful? What is it? Is it the Hateful Eight?
Hateful Eight
For Netflix? They made it like a 4-part thing.
No.
Okay.
I know.
With extra
I love
footage.
that Hateful Eight, but
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah,
about it.
I've not watched it yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Huh. I'm gonna
Yeah, no, I
check
didn't.
that out.
That's the first I've heard of it, actually. But all right, cool.
John.
So Ray mentioned John Carpenter when we started, and John Carpenter made my list, but not the same film. It's a year before, but it also stars Kurt Russell with maybe one of the coolest names ever, Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
Yes.
Awesome pull.
Escape from New York.
Escape from New York.
Oh, I love that movie, John.
Just so
Not
good.
it. I like have a vague understanding of what it's about, but I feel like I've really missed it.
Oh, you got to see that movie.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good.
just go. If you're
Don't bother seeing Escape from LA because the
Yeah, it
super
sucks.
cheesy special effects in it will turn you off in about 3 seconds.
no, stick to
Well, I
the
mean,
John-
they're cheesy in the John Carpenter thing too, though. It's just there's something charming about it, man. I mean, it's
Yeah,
such a
there's nothing charming about the Escape from LA one.
No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was a shame, but that was, and I mean, we were all testosterone-filled young boys when that came out, so it was perfectly timed for
Well,
our
except Ray.
to fill our.
Hey, anything's possible.
Thought that went
I know.
without saying, but
Oh my God.
sorry about that.
All right, well,
Let me look at what is my. Are we on 3?
yep.
Indeed,
The Road.
Yes.
use that, dude. It's so good.
Yes.
Nice.
And probably one of my favorite black metal albums ever was the band Wilt from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
And you're welcome, Dan Klagenjar. And I really, I've interacted with Dan so much. I've sent him things. We've Facebook Messenger each other. We've emailed each other. Like I still have no fucking idea how to say his name.
I actually know I know how to say it if you want.
How's it?
What a judge. I'm sorry.
I feel like him and I are going to meet up at a show sometime, and I will get like a pronunciation in some way.
You know that coming from the book. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, blah blah blah. So anyway, the band Wilt did a concept album called Ruin, and was based on the Cormac McCarthy novel The Road, which was then put into the movie Road.
It's actually more of a.
Viggo Mortensen. So I when I watched that movie, I was like, this is deep. This is heavy.
It's good.
And like I could just see. I have a son, so it's like I just see myself like doing everything possible to try and train my young son to survive in a cannibalistic post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
There's so-
Absolutely.
Parenting is metal.
There's.
I love that movie, and I love that book so much. We named it. I mean, I did. I named a song on our first EP after chapter in, or is it a chapter or is it just a sentence? There's a sentence in The Road that talks about an ashen scab land, and I just named a song that because I was like, what the fuck, Cormac McCarthy?
Wow.
That's so metal.
Actually,
So metal.
Ashen Scabland would be a great metal band name.
Mhm.
Yeah, well,
Song already, so maybe they can name their band after a song like I did.
Yeah, perfect.
well, I had read the book, and it was one of those books where the movie translation did not let me down. And there's so many good scenes in that. The scene, even just the scene, like, and they never describe. They didn't never really find out what the disaster is. You know what I mean? But the scene when in the middle of the night when he looks out, things are sort of starting to explode, and he starts to fill the bathtub, and his wife is like, "Why are you taking a bath?" And he goes, "I'm not." You know what I mean? Like the world's coming to an end. I mean, there's so many like high tension moments in that movie. Jesus, that's good stuff.
All right, what's your 3, Jay?
Jay's 3. Mine had a different name in America when it was released in 1967 or 8 or whenever it came out. but it's got a Baphomet or Baphomet in it, which is all you need to know. But it's a great, great old Hammer style horror film, but it's not. I don't think it's Hammer horror. The Devil Rides Out. I don't know if any of you guys who haven't seen this, you need to see The Devil Rides Out. It's fucking brilliant, dude. It's basically what every Electric Wizard record is based on.
Okay.
It's good, and it's just like this local satanic cult, and this rich family lives near them, but it takes place in Britain, so they're all very proper, and they have to do this big ritual, and they actually conjure up an actual demon. It's so fucking good, and it's all done in '68. You know what I mean? So picture that with '68 Technicolor. It's fucking brilliant, man. The Devil Rides Out.
Sweet. I have not seen that one.
No.
It's a classic. It's amongst the guys, the horror film fans of that era of stuff, it's the one.
All right.
Okay.
My number 3 is one that a lot of people love to hate, but it fared pretty well on this podcast, and that would be Lords of Chaos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I love that movie.
I liked it too.
It's
And moving on. Rae.
Oh, okay. This is what, number 2?
3.
3. Okay. My number 3 might be on other people's lists. I thought it was going to come up already. My number 3 is the original Korean Old Boy.
Oh, definitely thought about it.
Yeah, so I put Old Boy on there. Definitely not the remake. The remake is metal in the worst way possible. The remake is like the worst. It's like, I don't hate any band enough to compare it to the remake with Josh Brolin. Like, fuck that shit forever. But the original.
Ray, have you ever heard the Black Album?
Yeah.
Right? That's Will's ready for his rant.
It's not that
All right,
bad.
you guys are giving me a few to jot down here. That's great.
Unrelated, Ray, have you watched the whole Revenge trilogy?
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. Fucking hell. But yes, I pick Old Boy, and that's all. And if you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's pretty intense.
Okay.
Especially if you're mad.
All right, written down. Jotted.
All right, Marcus on number 2.
My number 2 is Beowulf,
Nice.
What?
Which variety?
Yeah,
It
which
is-
one?
It's single most.
the animated one from
Yeah.
Animated one.
2007.
Yeah,
Oh,
got a-
it's Jolie and shit.
that's the
Yeah,
one.
badass lead who fights the monster Grendel in the
Yeah.
nude inside a mead hall, which I
Yeah.
love mead. I'm fucking drinking mead right now. There's a fucking dragon in it. It's written by Neil Gaiman, who's one of my favorite authors. Angelina Jolie is in it as a sultry, manipulative she-beast.
Yeah.
And Beowulf is one of my all-time favorite stories. I love the epic poem, so I have it in different translations.
Let me
And
ask
if
you this,
everybody
do you
wants
think-
to read it, get the Seamus Haney.
Well, how's your description of Angelina Jolie as what was it? Something sultry, manipulative.
Sultry,
she-beast.
manipulative she-beast, yes.
Do you think her agent reached out to her and was like, I got one for you that's going to be a real stretch, but I think you can pull it off? I'm just joking. I'm assuming she's
It's
probably
so
a lovely
good.
person.
Yeah, I love Beowulf. Ripper, slasher. So good, man. It's so metal. I don't think most people would think of that. Did you?
Remember. Yeah.
I did too.
Okay.
I saw it in the theater too. Yeah.
Me too. In 3D.
I was like in school at the time, and we had the Seamus Haney version. My teacher was like militant about that.
Awesome.
She's like, "This is the only good translation. If I see you with another translation, you're fucking failing. You're not gonna understand shit."
Wow.
Actually, that would have been the Seamus. That probably came around not too far from the movie. That Seamus Haney thing hasn't been around forever. I'm trying to think of when it came out. Because I remember reading about it in the New Yorker.
I'd have to look it up. I think you're right. It's been around a while now, but yeah, it's the best of all of them.
Oh, that's a great choice.
Matt, number 2.
All right, my number 2. When I was a wee pup, there was a trilogy of movies that I kind of cut my teeth on that were what I feel like was about the apocalypse. And a side point to that is I'm not a huge fan
Toy
of more
Story?
modern. Yeah, it was Toy Story. I'm not a huge fan of modern adaptations. And the reality is when I was a kid, I saw The Road Warrior. And I thought it was amazing. I thought it was crazy. And I kind of engulfed the whole trilogy of Mad Max, and I loved it. But when I saw the new Mad Max Fury Road, I felt like it really it encapsulated what was before, and obviously with the same director. But I mean, I thought that movie was so metal. It was insane.
The dude playing was like a bass on the front of the.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
with the mask and everything.
Yeah.
Only to be mimicked by Conan O'Brien. I love both. So
Let me ask you guys this, because I watched that movie and I was just completely confused by the whole thing in a weird sort of way, because like, was there like 3 lines of dialogue in that entire movie?
It was
Pretty
not
much.
a real wordy movie. No,
Yeah.
Did you have the sound up?
Yeah. Are you against emotive acting, Will? I don't understand.
They did. I think they really did capture the aesthetic of the old ones, though, with the modern, with modern technology.
Yeah.
I mean, but I will say this: the second one, the Road Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I every time I see it, and it's been a while since I've seen it, just like, how did somebody not get killed making this movie? It is like the most dangerous looking movie ever.
Right?
Well, yeah, that guy lost his fingers. in that
Exactly,
one
with
scene.
the boomerang.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I did. When I was studying abroad in Australia, I went to what's it called? Cooper Pedy. Cooper Pedy is a town in Australia where they do a lot of opal mining, and so one of the scenes, I think it was in Mad Max. Not the the second one, where they chase Road Warrior, where they chase, maybe it was Thunderdome, but where they chase like the crazy guy with the old World War I or World War II hat on, his like helmet, like the leather, like almost like an old football helmet, and he's chasing him through like in a cave house thing. I've been inside that cave.
He's the plane.
This
The
is
guy who
almost
flies the
like
plane.
having a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
He later shows up in the
Good,
Matrix.
I love this.
Yeah.
Part 3.
So what movie was that?
That was that part 3?
Yeah, it's not part 2.
Yeah. Anyway, that's in Cooper Pedy, Australia, in bumfuck nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot why you were telling us.
I've been in that house. Yeah.
Well, I'm not joking. That was like having a little child tell you about a movie, and then they're driving, and there's this thing.
All I remember is like there's a guy with a football helmet.
This guy gets real mad.
Yeah.
But then he turns into like the train master in the Matrix.
Well, yeah.
Part 2, part 3 probably.
It is definitely part 3. Yeah.
John.
After all that.
Tangents.
So I picked one documentary just because I felt I had to put it on here. And it was the first time I think anyone ever tackled the subject of what a metalhead was, which I always thought was really cool. And it spawned off a gazillion more films. But I chose Metal, A Headbanger's Journey.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
I mean, I don't agree with everything Sam Dunn says, especially his metal trees, but I'll take it all just because of what it is.
Yeah.
I own one DVD, and it is that.
Is that right? Is that a true story? You want to
That's a true story.
Yeah. You know, we got Flight 66 because of it. We got Rush Beyond the Lighted Stage. We got
Twisted
Time
Sister.
Machine. Yeah. So.
Sorry, Twisted fucking Sister.
Was he involved in that?
God, my accuracy rate tonight is shit, so don't believe that. But
Well, maybe you were just saying he sort of inspired that. I watched that again recently. That's a fucking great documentary, man.
I do know he has the Super Duper Alice Cooper, which I have not watched.
Oh, yeah. That's good. And he's got the ZZ Top one coming.
All right, Will.
My number 2 was mentioned before, Mandy. Nick Cage.
There it is.
That is just that is a fucked up film, throwback film, totally metal film. And I think his girlfriend or wife in the movie is wearing a Black Sabbath t-shirt through all of it. I'm pretty sure. I may be mistaken.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
it's.
I'll have to look at it.
I can't remember now.
It's
I've
something
only seen it
metal.
once.
It's something old school metal that she's wearing. Because
Okay.
it seems like the whole thing's about like a throwback to the 80s. So,
Oh, big time.
yeah. Anyway, check it out.
My number 2 was the reason I didn't comment on your number 3 much, George. Lords of Chaos, which I just think they really. I don't even care how much of it is historically accurate, though I assume it's quite a bit. But I just think they really captured it, and there's just so many good moments in that movie, and up to and including, like I think I mentioned this when we first talked about it, but one of my favorite things about that movie is how they kind of keep revisiting the scene where he's dealing with Dead's corpse, and they finally reveal at the end that he cried at the end, and there's just like so many good like pacing things like that in that movie, and it's just like that's Like when they're all sitting there listening to Fast as a Shark by Accept at that party and going crazy. Like I was in parties that looked not too dissimilar to that when I was a kid, you know, because we were all just full of this raging rage.
Raging rage.
Raging
So
rage.
What's a good adjective for rage? Help me out here, Marcuson. But in any case, I thought it was a very, very fine movie, and I have only seen it once, but I intend to watch it more. Except for that, the violence scenes in it are so visceral that it's almost hard to keep watching the screen. The stabbings are stabbings, dude. Jesus,
It's very stabby.
You just mentioned a descriptor.
Very
Visceral rage.
Thank you, man.
You did it, man, not me.
No, I knew you could count on it. I knew I could count on it. Yeah, but you brought it together though. Georgia boy.
My number 2 is kind of a horrible movie. It's from 1986. But I saw this thing in the theater, and the soundtrack is still one of my favorite albums. And it features Skippy from Family Ties as the lead character. And this is Trick or Treat.
Yes.
Oh my God. Good choice, dude.
Wow,
got-
that's a pull.
It's got cameos by Ozzy Osbourne and Gene
Nice.
Simmons. And it's just, it's just a metal fucking movie. I mean, Sammy Kerr was like the bad guy and all, but he's kind of cool,
Was Blackie Lawless in some way attached to that too, or am I making that up? It's been a while. I mean, I probably saw it in 1986.
I don't know, but I remember I thought it was so cool because I saw this movie in the theater when it came out, and I was like, the posters in his room, Killer Dwarfs, which, kind of a lame band, but at the time I liked them in 1986.
Yeah, definitely.
And like Anthrax, I think, and stuff like that. And I was just like, you don't see this in a movie that you actually see in the theater in the 1980s. Come on. So that's just always been one of my favorite.
Good call.
Nice. Very cool. I like this list because we have a lot of differences on them.
Yeah, we're doing good. I like this. So I've already written down at least, 4 movies I got to watch.
Well,
Rae, number 2.
My number 2, hopefully some of y'all are familiar with this film. The Sam Rockwell movie Moon.
oh, that's
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
I miss
it's great.
film. I think that movie's fucking unbelievable. It sucks that Kevin Spacey is attached to it in any way because that's canceled.
yeah.
But like, whatever. That movie is so weird and chilling and off-putting and odd that I'm not even sure like what kind of angular, creepy metal I would compare it to. But it's definitely out there. Like, yeah.
Wasn't that Bowie's kid that made that?
I
He
don't
is
know.
a famous guy, and I have one
Duncan
thing,
something or other?
there's no CGI in that film. It's all practical special effects.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It's such a good movie.
You know,
It's
for-
by
so-
Duncan Jones. Directed
Yeah.
by Duncan Jones.
Yeah,
Written
that's
by Nate Carter.
That's David Bowie's kid.
That's his son.
Is it?
You know, two comments about that. One is, for me anyway, one is that it's funny, of all the Me Too stuff, Kevin Spacey is a guy I can't watch. I
Right.
don't think I'll ever see another thing.
He
Kevin
completely
Spacey
fucked
did.
up Horrible Bosses.
Honestly, I don't think I can't, if he's in it, somebody wants me to watch that one with the,
He's the voice of an evil-ish computer, sort of. I mean, he's not an evil computer. It's not
Yeah.
evil.
well, I mean, I know I've seen Moon, but
Oh, right. Okay. I was like,
I mean, I don't know. I just to kind of like recognize what you were saying. Like literally, Kevin Spacey is so creepy to me now that if he's in something I haven't seen yet, I'm not gonna see it.
You know what's funny is I take this in a completely other direction because I fucking hate Kevin Spacey for a completely other reason. Is he's one of those douchebags who went all the way down to Venezuela and was like, oh yeah, Hugo Chavez is the greatest thing ever, like socialism, yay! Do you guys remember that?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did. Him and
Did
Danny
you-
Glover did it.
Did you see the
Is it a bunny
creepy
picture?
thing that he put out recently
Yes.
that was like after House of Cards ended?
dude, that creepy, like, was it like a Thanksgiving video or something?
Yeah,
Him
cooking
as
in the kitchen.
an Underwood character, and he's so dude, fuck, oh my god,
That was messed
that was
up.
so creepy. That was so creepy. That's like more creepy than Moon.
And everybody's
word-
like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, the word tone deaf comes to mind. But but in any case, when Sam Rockwell runs into Sam Rockwell in that movie, I mean, I was just like, my mind was just like, holy shit, I have no idea what's going on. Where's this going?
Yeah,
It was so troubling.
that movie it's so off-putting and cool. And in terms of like weird space mystery horror, it was a close tie with that Sunshine movie. I wanted to do that one.
That's a great movie. I love that.
Yeah, it was tied. I picked Moon, but yeah, Sunshine's incredible.
Good choice. That brings us back to.
Do you like the sci-fi movies? I love good sci-fi. That's me. We get to do number one.
Number one.
My number one. John already mentioned it. Dun 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 dun.
I knew
dun,
it.
Dun, dun. Conan the Barbarian. I love Conan. Tulsa Doom. I guess it's kind of a comic movie. I mean, Robert E. Howard wrote the book, but I love the comics. Like I have all the issues. New Conan comics coming out now. But I watch this regularly. I watch it a lot.
You collect the old Marvel ones?
Yeah, I have all the old Marvels.
Oh, man.
Almost all.
I need to steal yours. I have a bunch of them, and I've been meaning to go back because I haven't collected in a long time. But I'm like, I want to go back and finish that and get all the Conans. But
it's fun because what I do with the Conans, like I need maybe like 20 more of them to get the whole run. What I do is whenever I go to a comic book convention or I go to a new town, like when I'm doing signings for my book, I'll go to the comic shop and I'll buy them there. I never buy them online. I want to do the hunt like I did when
find it. Yeah,
really like that part of it, and so it's been fun doing it.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, my number one. I took the dark route, and this is not the darkest movie I've ever seen, but when I saw it, it was the darkest movie I've ever seen, and that movie is Seven.
That was a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
First time I saw that, I was like, "What? Oh wait,
Yeah,
but isn't Kevin Spacey on that?"
Yeah,
I can't tell
damn
if that movie was inspired by some Cannibal Corpse songs or if Cannibal Corpse got inspired by that movie.
That's it. Well, it was a Chuck Palahniuk thing, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah. I know. Well, I know it was David. The director was.
He actually did David Fincher, and he did.
Thank you.
He did Alien 4, actually. Too.
Yes.
What's in the box?
And Fight Club, which was Chuck.
Yep.
I just remember, and the line actually popped into my head today. It was about the guy who was tied down to the bed for a year, and talking about like once he dies, he still has hell to look forward to. And I mean, just like the movie could not have been more dark on any level. So
That's probably the first movie I saw that really disturbed me.
Yeah,
it was pretty disturbing.
Yeah, the atmosphere they achieved that movie. I think I've ever seen that in another film. It was perfect. The lighting.
You know what? I'm going to offer one up
I've
that's on
clearly
my
never
list.
seen The Little Mermaid, right?
I don't disagree with you about that, but I have one to offer up that has a similar atmosphere that they pulled off, and to this day, I still don't know how they kind of did this, and it's on my list, so this isn't a spoiler. Angel Heart. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
Dude? Oh yeah. That fucking movie is so fucking rainy and so fucking.
Is that Val Kilmer?
Nah,
no,
Mickey
it's
Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, dude.
Oh,
Robert De Niro,
right.
Lisa Bonet.
Mark Sonny thinking Thunderheart.
And there's a huge spoiler in there. You got there's a huge spoiler I don't want to tell you. That's actually one of my favorite 80s movies, Angel Heart. God, it's so fucking good.
Oh yeah. No,
Wait a minute. Tell me who was in that one again?
Mickey Rourke.
Did you say De Niro?
Yeah, De Niro.
Oh fuck, I do remember that movie.
Yeah. And I mean, don't say who he plays because that would ruin things for
no.
people. But I mean, it takes place in like late 1940s New Orleans and New York and stuff. God, it's so fucking dark.
I love all the movies Matt picked. I want to come over to your house and have movie night, Matt.
Dude, I'll send you my address.
I already have it.
It's true. Just show up.
Here's the deal. I've got a projector. I've got a projector. I'm trying to set it up in the backyard to watch movies, but the kids fall asleep too early, so it would just, we'll do horror movies and action.
I'm always up to 4 every night, so.
I've noticed I get these messages in the middle of the night, and normally that's something that comes from Jay because he's in California, but I'm like, because my phone is on vibrate, but I'm a very late sleeper, and it'll just be like, meh, and I'm like, And I was like, fucking Marcus is on again.
Dude, I'll have a late night drunken notion, and I'll put it out there, and I am always like, I'm going to get something from Marcus on, because everybody else is in bed. But then
I always respond. That's great, yeah.
I know, and I wake up and I'm like, please be at least like midnight so I didn't fall asleep too early, because I'm usually like the 10:30 guy.
I am the night.
I forgot where we are.
Yeah. John, maybe?
It's all me.
Matt?
No, it's me. Matt just did it, didn't he?
Yeah.
See?
Okay. My number one is about the greatest band ever. Thrawsunblat.
Oh,
They have songs called Hellhole, Big Bottom, Sex Farm, and Stonehenge, to name a few.
Yes.
This is Spinal Tap.
Pretty great.
How could that not be number one?
You can't really dust but vomit.
I mean,
It's such a fine line between clever and
it's stupidity.
stupid, really.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Boston's not a college town.
That's one of my favorite lines. It's not I wouldn't worry about it. It's not a college town.
And they may have indirectly been the impetus for where the podcast has gone since we've all been on here. There's a character called Sir Dennis Eaton Hogg.
And so say we, tap into America. One of my other favorite subtle lines in that is when Howard Shore comes through. I think it's Howard Shore, and it was like, oh, and he's the manager for who might be David Coverdale might be in it. I can't remember who the famous singers.
Dr. Johnny Fever.
And they talk about how they played with him, and he's such a wanker. And they're playing like this sold out stadium while he was there, and he's such a wanker. They said, he opened for us one time, and we went on. When we went on, people were still booing him. They were booing them, you know what I mean? They were just like trying to, they were still booing him.
Will. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm done.
I'm not sure why this is not everyone's number one, but 1981 movie, Heavy Metal, animated.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Actually,
I thought it'd be Little Mermaid,
aliens and
actually.
boobs. How do you not like that?
it's
And Heavy Metal.
It's good.
It's Heavy Metal,
And alien
aliens, and
boobs.
boobs.
I did like it.
So just to get right past that, since there you go. My number one is obviously Deathgasm. I thought it was fucking brilliant. Really is one of my favorite, and it's just funny and charming and sweet and everything. Too many good things about it. But I wanted to say it's interesting to me that none of us chose The Exorcist. That really strikes me now as a bit odd. And then also on top of that,
Maybe I did.
Okay, fair enough. I do want to just also give an honorable mention, especially since Rae went for Lord of the Rings, to The Song Remains the Same. Zappa being the original Lord of the Rings band, you know what I mean? And then in that movie, Robert Plant single-handedly storms a castle. John Bonham drives a drag racer. Jimmy lives in Scotland and cranks his weird little whatever thingy. And anyway, just that one's got to be up
Cranks
there too.
his little whatever thingy.
No, he's sitting at the side. He lives in Loch Ness. And this is true. I went to that place where he lived. And it's, what do you call it, a little hurdy-gurdy type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting next to the side of the... Fair enough. Which still could be dirty when you think about it, but we'll let that go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me pass it off to you, George. The
All
Exorcist.
right. So this one has been mentioned and recently, I don't have a clever line, so this is Spinal Tap.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I blurted out my number one super early because I didn't know how the show worked. Nobody fucking told me. But so you don't lead with your number one loudly and like freak out. But my number one is John Carpenter's The Thing. It's just so metal, like in concept, in aesthetic, just all of it. It's obviously been so inspiring to so many musicians, either just like getting tattooed with that shit or wearing t-shirts or forming whole concept albums around it. Like, it's just the shit. Like, it's so obviously metal as fuck. It really doesn't need to be argued.
Hey, Rae. Hey, Rae, is not the last two lines of the film the most chilling? You know, well, how do we know if it's not you or me? I guess we'll just wait a while and see.
That's fun.
You know, and then it just fades out.
There's a great, well, not great, but there's a thing I follow on Facebook called the Vault of Retro Sci-Fi or something like that. Do you follow that, John, too?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
And every once in a while, they put some behind-the-scenes photos up there for some reason from the thing, and I always love it when they do that. And it's always like all them standing there smiling with one of the really fucked up props or something.
Yeah. When I was a young lad, and before I was old enough to see this movie, when it was new, there was Fangoria magazine.
Oh yeah.
And I remember opening up the issue that had the thing in there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because there's all these stills of like the, you know, the head and all the, you know, gory Yeah, that stuff.
It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and it reminds you how good they could do those practical effects.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't really need to do all this fucked up CGI. Now, some CGI is really good,
Sure.
but I love those practical real-world effects, and the thing is like perfect. Even now, they put out a recent edition where they, they cleaned up the video, and I don't know what they put in some kind of HD, but even then, even when you can see all the details, it still looks amazing.
Leading with the fact that I haven't seen it. Has anybody seen? There's an original that was made in the 60s
Oh yeah,
or the 50s.
no,
or
50s.
Is it good?
Yeah, I mean it's one of the few remakes of a science fiction film where I like both of them.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
by the way, I had a real hard time keeping another John Carpenter and Kurt Russell film off of this, but Big Trouble in Little China
Oh,
is
yeah.
That's fucking
unreal
fun.
how good it is.
Yeah.
It was like
Good.
it's so good. It wasn't last year or the year before, like the 30th anniversary or something. I went and it was in theaters, and I went, and it was cool to see it in an audience with people just love the movie and just laughing at everything. I had a blast.
Well, you
In
know
Chicago.
you know what Jack Burton says.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's so many really metal movies. So with this list, I guess I didn't mention it, but I just kind of just went off the top of my head. What do I think are metal? Just whatever came to mind first.
Yeah, me too. And it was weird. I tried to get like a healthy mix of things that were like, I don't know, not just like, where's a movie with like a ton of gratuitous violence, blah. But I noticed that's where my mind went, or like really disturbing movies. But I'm like, no, metal means like more than that. But I think we pulled from a lot of different places, and we have like happy, epic sources, and we have like more psychologically creepy sources and horror sources. And so like, I think everyone picked really cool movies.
Yeah, it's really
Agreed.
It's awesome.
It was fun. All right. How about what we're listening to? Shall we start with Marcus on again?
Yeah.
If you want. Okay, so I'm listening to this Immortal Bird album, Thrive on Neglect. I got the promo. I really love this album. It was one of my most anticipated when we did our top 5 a while back. I was the only one who had it on the most anticipated, I think. I really think this band has elevated their music on every level. It's more cohesive. It's more tuneful. I think the singer is pretty decent. I think this band's going to go places, probably going to be on my year-end list. So that's the first one. Then Tomb Mold.
Yeah.
It's really great, Ray. I really love it. It's awesome. New Tomb Mold. We got this early. I've spun this at least 10 times, and it doesn't seem like enough. That album is fucking awesome. And on your label, Ray. So you maybe have heard it.
Oh, they're our buds. We're going to play with them next month.
Awesome. Their new record is fucking crazy good.
Where are you guys playing?
We're going to play Steel and Bone Fest in Pittsburgh with Tomb Mold, Horrendous, and Superstition.
Wow.
Oh man,
That's a lineup.
that may be worth the trip.
It's torture.
When is it?
It's like a 20 kind of a showcase on July the 20th.
I'm there the week before.
Well,
So I mean,
Oh, wow. Let's see. Colt's Blood split. I got the record in the mail. So put out one of my favorite records last year. So it was cool to see them release a new track. It's 21 minutes long. I wasn't familiar with Colt's Blood, but I really like that song too. And it's cool because normally you get a split. I feel like it's not very cohesive, but with this one, it's really cool. And I read that it was a tribute to grief, the final act of love. And I just feel like it works really well together. It's nice on vinyl. I think John has that one too, actually. Diviner, Realms of Time. It's a really solid, riff-driven traditional metal. It's heavy, catchy throughout. I haven't heard them before, so been spinning that. Idle Hands, I think I mentioned this on our website. Super unique, emotive blend of heavy metal, goth rock, and new wave. It's really fun. I think the songs are very memorable throughout. Frozen Soul, Encased in Ice. It's a moody death metal demo with chilly wind sounds that are throughout the demo. It sounds like it was recorded in some dude's bedroom, but you can tell that they're very talented. So I think they're going to be a death metal band to watch. A shit ton of Yellow Eyes because the new album Rare Ceiling drops in a few days. Actually, I think it's the 28th.
Yeah.
So right before the end. But they're probably my favorite black metal band going right now for like the last few years because they always sound adventurous and new to me, every album. And then I've been listening to this one album that we got like 3 months ago. We can't talk about it. Hasn't been officially announced. And I think I know every song lyric by heart on the album. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Rae doesn't know, but you guys know.
All right.
Ray's very secretive with her shit, so I'm gonna get some little secretive here, little down low.
All right, Matt.
The one thing, Marcus, I'll add about Yellow Eyes, I feel like they sound modern, but I feel like at times they sound like they're straight out of like a 70s horror flick in a good way. And I would agree. I think they're one of the best black metal bands out there. Speaking of black metal, I've been listening to a black metal band from Norway called Nordjvel. Album came out Nordjvel.
Oh, well.
It came out this year, but quite a while ago, Necrogenesis. Also a band from Baku, death metal, Goat Ripper, and their album is called Vicious Structure of the Crucified.
Baku.
Finding the new Immortal Bird Fabulous, Thrive on Neglect.
Baku is the capital of Azerbaijan.
Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce that. Thank you, Will. New Tumult, Planetary Clairvoyance. And then I have a playlist going, but this is basically all the bands at Vakken, so I can actually kind of prepare to see them. So I actually know what, I don't, essentially I go there and I miss out on good stuff because I didn't take the time to learn. Mm-hmm. And then, so my wife, her and I are actually going to go to I wouldn't call it a full metal show, but we're going to a metal show, and she wanted to get a t-shirt. And so we started looking at metal t-shirts, and I came across a shirt by Cattle Decapitation, and on the back of it, it said bullshit. And the "it" was capitalized to be a reference to the movie It. And I believe it was a zombie cow shitting out a clown. And needless to say, I can never get enough Cattle Decapitation as there is, but then to see that t-shirt and the amazement of how glorious it was, I've just been spinning Cattle Decapitation nonstop.
Can I just add cattle defecation?
Yeah, fair enough. They their new record is in the can too, by the way. Now,
yeah,
I'll be seeing that this year.
Yeah, sweet.
If the last two, and I'm sure they have plenty of great things before that, but if the last two are anything to judge by, it would be a good time.
When I listened to a podcast that Travis was on with the singer from Cryptopsy, and he had talked about working with Dave Otera, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Okay, just saw this band on Bandcamp, I guess Friday. Got into them, listened to it a lot. Band called Glare of the Sun. I think this called Thea. I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, it's a second release from an Austrian, sludge doomy band. It's cool. I like it. The new Memoriam, Requiem for Mankind. We know all about them. Will Be Happy. Been listening to Nucleus Entity quite a bit lately. Have been spinning the new Pelican a lot. I hate to say, a band's back to their original sound, but it is kind of nice to hear some songs sounding like some previous albums, from the early days.
It's heavy, John.
Yeah, it is. The new Tumult, which will be out soon enough, and obviously the new Immortal Bird. All good albums.
Cool.
Well.
So something happened with my iTunes because when we get the stuff in the mega promo box, it's all MP3s, it's not FLAC. So I dump it all into my iTunes, and for some reason iTunes decided oh no, go fuck yourself. This is stuff that's not been released yet, so I'm not going to upload it into iTunes yet. So I did have a whole bunch of the new stuff like Immortal Bird, and so I've only listened to it once. And then I had to go back and listen to the pre-released the song, so songs 1, 3, and 4, on Immortal Bird. So I know those songs very well. So they're great, Ray.
Thanks.
So anyway, and then my buddies in the band Sick Deer, which I sent the link to you guys. They just released a new album, Awake Proceeds. So it's kind of like a death black metal band. They play Atlas all the time.
We played when we were in DC, I think. Last time or the time before. We have played with them.
Where'd you play in DC? The Pinch?
We played at the Pinch. I can't remember the other venues we played at, but we have played at the Pinch.
Yeah, the basement.
Yeah.
So I run a venue that you can play at. It's a brewery.
Oh.
You should play there. You should play there.
Let's do that.
Oh,
Do you know Hassan from Ripping Headaches?
Yeah, I do. He's nice.
Yeah, he books at our venue almost. I wouldn't say exclusively, but a lot.
Atlas.
Well,
It's Atlas.
Atlas Brewworks.
They're the most
like-
metal brewer in the country.
That's like the spot. I had no idea that I was in the presence of greatness.
Well, you should. I checked out your the tour, and the closest you guys are coming is Pittsburgh.
So you should play there.
We do have to do a full East Coast tour sooner rather than later.
Well, contact Hassan or
Okay.
just contact me or whatever, and play my brewery.
I would.
And then the other one, I think Jay sent this to me: Legion of the Damned, Slaves of the Shallowed, something.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
it was like I think Jay described it as early creator. I'm really liking that. And then
With a twist, but the first song could have come off Endless Pain or anything.
yeah.
Amongst
No,
other things.
I bought that on Bandcamp. I like it. And then the new Memoriam, which is another one of those things that we got in the promo, and then iTunes decided like, nope, you can't play that right now. So when it was actually released, it was not on Bandcamp, so I had to buy it on iTunes. So Memoriam, Requiem for Mankind. We already talked about it, and that's it.
Cool. I'll go through mine pretty quick. Tomb Mold, just fucking great, so good. Entombed, because that live record that came out, and then I noticed on John's Bandcamp feed that he got the full dynamic range of a couple of them, and I went and picked those up. So I've been listening to Entombed kind of a lot lately. That Legion of the Damned record is really resonating with me. You guys can judge me if you want, but the Hollywood Vampires record is really cool. The thing that's the Alice Cooper's band.
Yeah, I need to listen to that. You were
It's
telling me about that.
surprisingly good. It's actually kind of eerie and weird and full of kind of cool shit. I mean, I hate to say it, but Johnny Depp is on it, so take that with a grain of salt, but he just plays guitar, so whatever. So I could hold it at arm's length, but I have to tell you, I've enjoyed listening to it. Enthroned, I like that new one a lot. Pelican, I've been listening to. That's everything except for, I will also mention, and I purposely save it till last, we've played it kind of cool, Ray, but we actually really kind of fucking like your band a lot on this podcast. Like, I'm not joking. Like, when Episode Says came out, we were all really, really fucking into it. It made it on pretty much everybody's end of year list. I'm pretty sure the same is going to be true about this new one. It is for me. So we try not to geek out around you, but also you've just been super fun to talk to and stuff. So, like, we were thrilled you came, and I have been listening to a lot of your record. I really like your new record a lot. Well done.
Thank you so much. It definitely took us a little while, and we were apprehensive about how long it took. But I think that it's gonna do okay, right? Like we super appreciate the support a lot. Your opinions actually matter to me to a degree. No, it really
To a degree.
No, well, we talk about your band. We talk about your band when you're not here. Let's put it that way. That's how much we like it. So
I really appreciate that. Honestly, like sometimes it's very easy to just kind of get isolated and feel like absolutely nobody gives a fuck about what you do because the internet is very fickle and a lot of what we do takes place over those channels. So thank you. That's really nice.
You know, I'll add one more thing, and that is that bear in mind there are things coming out like Carcass probably this year and some other stuff. I don't think there was anything that we all like. We get sent. Georgie will tell us like what's in the box. We have this box where we get promos, and I think Immortal Bird was the one that we were all like when you sent it, we were like, all right, guys, I got it because we were all waiting for it. So good stuff.
Awesome.
Which also means we will also go out and pay for it, even though we got it for free.
Indeed, and we will.
Well, I already
that's
pre-ordered,
kind of a rule.
I pre-ordered the vinyl.
Yeah.
So did I. That's a rule on this podcast.
You got that like yellowy merge.
I did, of course. Yeah, it looks cool.
That one looks cool as shit.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, did you pre-order? Oh, the Tomb Mold, Marcus on?
Yes, I got the.
Because you got to
super
choose your
rare
color
one.
there too.
Yeah.
Super rare one.
Yeah, it was like 100 copies, 150 copies.
Cool.
I did not pre-order because they're playing Atlas next month again. They're like our house band.
Well, they're gonna blow up this year.
Although
dude.
I wish I didn't pre-order because I would have bought it at Bucket of Blood because they're doing the listening party on July 5th. I think you're gonna have the limited version there too, right, Ray?
I think so. I mean, they're selling their copies there. We're not selling our artist copies there, so it doesn't super help us to buy it there. We're just gonna go there and hang out.
Okay.
But I am for the thousands of Chicago people who are listening. I am going to be selling artwork there to benefit like the crisis at the border. Not to
right
do
on.
it. Hopefully, for charity, for several different organizations, including the ACLU and other people who are like trying to make that shit better. So I'm going to sell a bunch of art. See if we can raise some money at that event. Yeah.
That's
Cool.
great.
Cool.
I guess I'm going to start my list by piggybacking on Jay's ass kissing and say that I've been listening to the new Immortal Bird album. I don't generally pre-order things on Bandcamp because they tend to like not release when they're supposed to. But I did, in fact, pre-order the album on Bandcamp. So just adding that my 2 cents on that. Let's see what else I got here. Bewitcher, Under the Witching Cross. This is the second album of Oregon, like Black Speed. It's kind of like Motorhead meets Venom kind of thing.
I owe you my opinion on that because you suggested it to me and I dig it.
Cool. I thought it sounded like your kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's Jay stuff for sure.
Yeah. The new EP from Ingested, Call of the Void, UK death metal band. I got into their last album last year through Will, and I really liked that, so I picked this up. Repugnance, Shrouds of Deceit. It's the first album, death metal album from another band from Malta. That's 2 in 1 episode. That's weird. Malta.
Wow.
Will, you'll be happy to know that I picked up the Thronehammer album, Usurper of the Oaken Throne. They could probably trim a little bit of fat off that one, but it's still pretty cool.
I'm still on song 2.
Yeah. It's been playing since yesterday.
It moves a little slow, it's true.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra space on that album, but it's still good. The Tomb Mold album, Planetary Clairvoyance, third album, and I'm digging that as well. And finally, Vortex of End, Arden's Fuhrer. The J on my shoulder popped up and said, question mark on the end?
I'm sorry. That's
it's because of the spelling. The Führer is spelled F-V-R-O-R. Anyway, it's a French black death metal band, and it's cool. I just picked it up a couple days ago, and I've been trying to get through it. Only been through it like once, but I'm enjoying it so far. Ray, what are you listening to?
Goodness. Different stuff from you guys. Some of the same stuff. Obviously, I've been spinning that new Tomb Mold, and it's sick, but they don't need my help. They're doing fine. Let's see. No, I've been listening to the new Dreadnought.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I forget exactly what it's called. It has a slightly. Isn't it just Emergence?
Emergence.
Yes, Emergence. I think it's really beautiful. I love what that band does. I love how much piano and keyboard is in that band. It never seems forced. They're just super unique. I appreciate them a lot. Kelly Schilling is an absolute fucking musical genius. I admire her tremendously. The new Warforged album is fucking sick. Usually when a band has a ton of guest artists, I'm kind of like, ah. And it is still gimmicky, but it's like totally awesome. Every guest rules. Our guitarist has a guest solo on it, but that's not the only person. Like, there's tons of sick people on it. It's just a really well done record. They obviously put a shitload of thought into it. And they're gonna play with us in Chicago. Hooray! What else? I haven't listened to the new Pelican yet, but I think I'm really gonna like it based on what all of you were saying.
Really good.
The new Carly Rae Jepsen was a massive disappointment. Don't even worry about it, you guys. What else I've been listening to that's like new? I am pretty bad about listening to new things. I want to listen to that new Superstition record too that just came out. The new Moontooth album, Crux, is very, very, very fucking sick. They're a super unique band. They use a ton of different styles, and I'd hesitate to just be like, they're metal, because like they are metal, but there's so much more to them than that. They have like a very proggy leaning, but it's still really catchy. The production is awesome. There's like so many dynamics going on. They're a very special band, and they have like huge mainstream potential, which could be really cool for them. They're killing it right now, and they're really, really awesome. So
yeah, what's driving me nuts, Ray, is they're playing my brewery, I think on Friday, and I will not be there because I'll be on vacation.
They're so good, and they are so good live. They're unreal live. They're
I heard that. Yep. That album's great. I think of it more as rock, but I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. I like how Rae did her homework. She was on all of these categories.
But she didn't want to do her homework. She was very disappointed with doing homework.
It was thankful, but I was like, you gotta at least listen to a couple of these songs or figure your shit out. Because like, I was like, I'll just try to be candid and on the fly, and I was like, you haven't been listening to anything. You've never seen a movie in your life. Who's Sacred Reich? You don't know Tau Cross. I was like, I don't know anything. So I just kind of
Well, you did well.
You were more prepared than we ever try to be. So
thing up just to remind me of shit.
So we are nearing the end of our time together.
Yes, we are here at the end. Thank you for joining us. Everybody needs to go out and pre-order the new Immortal Bird album, Thrive on Neglect. Bandcamp's a good place to do that. Is there anywhere else people should go?
I think Bandcamp or the 20 Bucks Spin website is the way to go. As we start announcing shows, you can pick up copies from us directly. Eventually, you'll be able to get the record on our Bandcamp, I assume. We can talk about that later, Dave. But for now, 20 Bucks Spin is handling all that. Although we are having like a little merch sale reinvigoration attempt on our Bandcamp. So if you want to buy yourself some clothing and get a fun custom note from me, you can do that on our Bandcamp. If you want to buy the new record, you can go on the 20 Bucks Spin Bandcamp.
Awesome.
Are you promising unicorn stickers? Is that what I saw earlier?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what she's promising.
I have cute baby animal stickers. I think there's a piggy, a frog, a kitty, a puppy, and a panda. So it's kind of the luck of the draw, whatever I'm feeling, but all orders do come with fun stickers, little handwritten notes.
Yeah. Where can people see your cat? That's the most important. I don't know what all this other stuff is.
People can follow my cats on social media at Winstaham. That's WYNNSTAHAM because it's Winnie and Ham on Instagram. Winstaham. They only have like 60 followers, and I post like once every several weeks, but that's where people can see my cat.
It's like the Brangelina of cats.
I'm kind of buying into this whole Metalheads podcast thing. We should at least have an album on the Facebook page.
Yeah, and we probably ought to get that URL and redirect it to the site.
And then we could also. Okay, well, I'm like, this is boiling with me. Well, I say again, it was a joy to have you. Well, we had I haven't had this much fun since we had Matt Moss from Sludge. That was great. It was just great. He came on and stayed the whole time. You came on and stayed the whole time and had fun with us and stuff. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Yay! Well, I had so much fun, and it was a lovely way to spend a humid Sunday evening, several feet away from Marcus.
Yes, indeed. You guys will have to match that up. Do the math sometime.
Yeah. I'll see you at the listing party at Bucket of Blood. I'm planning on going. So.
I'm planning on going as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, and we'll see you all next time.
Hey there. I was just reaching out to you because I know you're a business opportunity-minded person. So I wanted to share with you a program where we do all the advertising, lead follow-up, and sales calls for you, and then we split each sale with you 50-50. The average sale will earn you $3,500. So what's important about this is that you can earn a full-time income with just a couple of sales a month. So it's a very realistic opportunity. Just to give you an idea of what you can do here, I actually earn between $50,000 and $100,000 each month. And on my website, I'm going to show you my recent income proof just so you can see that I'm not making these numbers up. So hopefully you can sense this is a legitimate opportunity that's worth your time checking out. And to do so, you can just go to retirenowsystem.com. Once again, that's retirenowsystem.com. Thanks, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon.